in every peak. Talk of love and battle scars, everything that's real. From touchdown to sermon, you know the deal. Strength in every word we begin to reveal. Truth in every tale as our lives we unveil. Talk of love and battle scars, everything that's real. From touchdown to sermon, you know the deal. Strength in every word we begin to reveal. Truth in every tale as our lives we unveil. Protect and provide, we're knights in the fray. Nothing off limits, we got something to say. Life and love, fitness and fight all day. Guys Night Podcast, let's ride the wave. Politics and prayers, ain't no subject we shun, keep it real.
Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Guys Night Podcast. Tonight, I am here with a couple of buddies, and we're going to drink some bourbon and talk Valentine's Day. It's coming up tomorrow. Hopefully, all you single guys out there are enjoying yourselves, the fact that you don't have to make any plans, buy any gifts, and eat any chocolate. Meanwhile, some of us do have to do those things, and I couldn't be more happy to do it with my wife. But enough about me. My name is Will, and let's scan around the table. Who do we have to my right? Welcome back, Anthony.
Thanks. I'm a long-time viewer, first-time attendant.
God, that just sounded terrible.
It's new year, new me.
Did you rehearse that?
a little bit, yeah. Actually, on the drive over to.
All right, and first-time listener, because he doesn't ever listen. He just wants to be on TV. So, welcome to the show, Ed.
Yeah. First time, baby. I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Don't get me canceled.
I'm going to try not to.
And, of course, rounding out the five is Evan. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
And, of course, David at the end. How you doing there?
What up?
Got some interesting stats today?
Oh my God, we're gonna have so much fucking fun today.
I don't know what we're going to do, but it's definitely going to be fun.
We should
We should talk about every single guy status right now, how long they've been single.
I don't think anybody that's listening gives two shits about that.
Fuck. Okay.
And if there's any women listening, all they care about is six packs, six figures, and
Exactly.
6 footers.
Yep.
So
3 6.
I got three of those, baby.
Footers. Wait, hold up.
you didn't hear the most girls want to
Hold
date
on,
a
this is-
6-foot guy.
Oh, that's not what I thought you meant by
No,
6
no, no.
foot.
Okay.
All right, I was like, wait,
Whoa, buddy.
that's got to be a record.
Yeah.
I think you might be the first person to consider 6 footer actually meaning.
Penis.
well, science
God
is coming
dang it,
along.
Evan. We almost made it a whole minute without swearing.
Dude, size does not matter. That's what every girl has already told me. I'm telling you.
Oh, man. All right, so you guys are all single. Congratulations on that. I am not. But I'm excited for Valentine's Day. We're going to couples counseling, actually. It's going to be a good time.
Speaking of
It's a comedy show.
speaking of counseling, though, since we're going to be talking to a lot of single people out there, if you're struggling with mental health and you need some help, you should talk to one of our sponsors at Online Therapy. You can catch the link in the description. We got to plug our sponsors better, guys. Sorry. You were
Yeah, I
saying-
agree. They're on the website, guysnight.com, night with a K, in case you can't read. That being said, let's kick this thing off. I don't know what we're doing here. It's Valentine's Day tomorrow. We figured we get a bunch of guys together and just kind of talk smack on the idea that there's a holiday around sharing your love when you already got to deal with an anniversary and you got to deal with all the other holidays that you got to show your love. But hey, Hallmark is in business for a reason. Are they not?
Very true.
So let's talk who at the table is currently dating at all. And if you're a lady and you're watching this and you're expecting to find some like gorgeous, sexy guys that are just killing it and crushing it and available, wrong show.
Yeah.
Very wrong
Wah,
show.
wah.
It's not what we do here.
Oh man. But yeah, go ahead, Anthony. What's your current relationship status?
I'm currently in the talking stage with somebody, but it's not serious in any sense of the word.
Talking stage. That's something my 15-year-old daughter says when they're in the talking stage for like 3 months. Like, didn't you guys talk when you were friends?
We would never start out as friends, actually. So it was one of those, just hey, while we're here.
So you snuggle too?
Yeah, there's snuggle.
Snuggle. Snuggle.
Cuddle
Thank you,
lives.
thank you.
I do remember cuddle lives matter.
What kind of text? What kind of text are you getting? Huh?
From who?
From the girl you're talking to.
Oh, from which one? Sorry.
Oh, multiple. He's got a roster.
Can you
Okay.
say their names at all or no?
No, we're not. We don't
No,
say
no,
names.
no,
We
no.
don't say names here. We don't
We
say
do not
names.
We
use
do not
names
say
at
names
all.
here.
All right. Well, talking stage. That's fantastic. That sounds really exciting. Ed, what about you, brother?
Insanely single.
Yeah, insanely.
Oh, wow.
It's been 10 years, almost 10 years.
10 years since
Yeah.
you've had a date.
Well, since I've like had a girlfriend, but I'd say dating wise, probably.
People right now are like, that
2 or 3
dude has a
months.
chronic masturbation problem.
I think all guys have a chronic masturbation problem.
It's
Fucking
like once or
free porn.
twice a week. That's it. You know
I
what
don't
I'm
have a
saying?
problem with it. Everyone else has the problem. I don't have a problem with it.
There you go.
It's depending on what you watch, though. Like 2 girls, 2 guys. What are you thinking? You know what I'm saying?
I see why you're still single. All right, Evan. What about you? Let's hear something crazy. How many women are DMing you right now?
No. You're talking about like just dating? None. Let's say friends with benefits. Yes, I have a few.
Oh, you do.
A few?
Why don't you ever bring them
Girls-
around?
Girls will hit
Fuck,
that.
I can imagine you guys just hazing the shit out of them when I bring them around.
You've brought other girls around.
yeah, the
Nobody
other
ever
girls I don't
hazed them.
sleep with. Yeah, I bring them around.
Oh, you just bring them to like show off.
Just to hang out, show off, bring them as a date. What
You
the
hear
hell?
that, ladies? I know a couple of them do listen to this show, and
I
I'm gonna
know
be like,
that.
oh,
He's
so
shy.
I was
He's
just
shy. That's what it is.
I was just an
I am
arm piece.
shy.
He's afraid. He's afraid we're gonna like bash him for who they are.
I mean,
think
I
they're all
assume
covered.
if they're doing anything with you, they like punishment. Like,
Or they're-
I just assume that's what they want.
Or their cover stories, which, by the way, there are men that watch this show. Evan is available.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the hell out.
Hey, so
knew
he didn't say that about me, so it's fine.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, you made it clear when you asked about 2 guys being in there with 2 girls.
If we want to
I thought
read,
that was obvious.
if we want to read text, I can read what Evan texted me today.
Oh, when he wanted to kiss you on the mouth?
Yeah,
The hot mouth, I
Yeah,
think
the
you said.
hot mouth,
Yeah,
exact
hot
word.
mouth, baby.
I think these are just not accidents when you say that.
No. It's called practice.
Oh, Jesus.
Speaking of practice, David, have you been practicing the dating life recently?
Wow. Currently not dating anyone. I have not been dating anyone with the title for coming up on 2 years now.
Wow.
You know, taking some time to heal and self-reflect and write poetry and
The last one was a little bullshit right there.
all right. I mean, so I wrote like a note or something once.
Okay,
Does
okay,
that
all right,
count?
all
Like, no, not currently dating. Accepting applications.
That's a good way to put it. It's got
All
an
the
email
guys are-
address.
Yeah, all the guys are accepting applications.
Applications.
That's half
yeah.
the problem with dating now. It's funny because I made the joke that women right now are looking for, they want a guy that's got 6 figures, 6-pack, and is 6 foot tall, right?
Well, it's
Hold on, but the expectations that men have for women is just as insane.
oh no, I know. No. Okay, you gotta understand. Women expectations are in the in the reality, not in reality, but most men. Okay, want a girl that's like decent looking.
Hold on, speak for yourself.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Don't spoke for
Okay,
most
all right,
men.
All right, okay. The girl has to be sane.
That is a problem. I've been married to my wife for 8 years.
You're
That
one-
does not have
Well,
to
it's
be a
different. Okay,
qualifying
with
factor.
The hotness scale and the crazy scale going on right there. You look at that scale too. And then, well, most girls they weaponize their looks or they weaponize their what is it called? Their success. Towards men.
Success for sure.
Yes.
I've been felt that a lot.
Because I've dated a few high-profile girls in my life, and it just didn't last long.
What's a high-profile girl?
Let's just say I dated a neurosurgeon,
Okay.
and that only lasted like 6 months.
Yeah, but that was like a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a very long time ago. I was like 28 at the time. I was
Yeah.
27. Excuse me.
Definitely fucked that one up.
Well, that's what everybody keeps telling me. I'm like, I didn't want to be a stay-at-home husband. I'm sorry, but I was 27. I was stupid at the time.
Yeah.
I wanted to go out and have fun and do things and go travel. And she's like, I just want a guy that stays home, makes me dinner, cleans the house. You can have my credit card when you need it. I'm like, what the
the
fuck?
fuck is wrong with you?
That's what
Sign
everyone's
me up.
saying.
Dude, sign me up for that
Don't
right
remind
there.
me.
Bullshit. I call bullshit on that old story. But hey, man,
It's true.
what 27-year-old kid doesn't go, no, I don't want to be your fucking fuck boy that you just give a credit card to and let me go.
What are you talking about, dude?
Were you dyslexic? Maybe she wanted you.
Oh my
maybe she wanted
God.
you to give her the credit card so she could sit home.
no, she
That's
was-
your dyslexia again. Which, by the way, we found out is contagious. Actually, between like the fucking shit that I've been doing with Miss Typo and stuff left and right, and then today, Dave has been telling me for 2 weeks. He's like, "Hey, I've got an extra TV. It's still in the box. Don't buy another one for the podcast. 42 inches is plenty." Shows up today. He's like, apparently, I caught what Evan has. It's actually a 24-inch TV. So for those that have dyslexic friends, be cautious on how much time you spend with them. You may catch that, and yeah, who knows what else that affects.
So go on, Evan. You were on a roll there. High profile women.
I think a lot of high profile women want to date high profile men. And you got to understand, most men that are high profile want the opposite in women. They don't want a high profile woman. They want someone that's young, want to treat and take out. They don't want some woman that is on the same level as them. Ever.
I don't know about that, but I mean, everybody wants something different. What do you want, Anthony?
Well, it's very true.
Yeah.
I mean, my basic kind of thing is just as long as we match up well on our life goals, typically starting a family, something of that nature, similar morals, with my shared faith, more conservative things of that along that nature, and then more active lifestyle since I enjoy doing things like that. The rest of it's just gravy on top of that. Like, she's not going to enjoy building cars with me. She's not going to enjoy working on my 73 Charger. She's not going to enjoy doing everything I like to do, which is okay. We should be able to do our own stuff. But generally, I just, attractive. She doesn't have to be drop dead. I don't give a shit if she's a waitress. Obviously, it'd be great if she made a shit ton of money, but I don't care, financially because I make decent money and we'll live with what we can do. We'll work together, but just
Live in your means.
yeah.
What you want kids?
I do want kids, yes.
Ed, do you have kids? First of all,
Jesus Christ.
Maybe one in
That you know
Germany.
of.
I don't know.
That you know of.
To be honest with you, I don't know. Do I want kids? I don't know. I'm 50-50 on that, to be honest with you.
How old are you?
I don't know. 29 will be 30 this year.
Oh, you got plenty of time.
Expired.
It's just expired goods. It's more of like, I don't know, if the girl who I'm like talking to and really interested in, if like she doesn't want kids, I'm fine with not having kids.
Yeah.
But if she wants kids, then I'm down for it. It's really just depending on the girl. I mean,
Dude, less and less people want kids, I think, nowadays. You see more young couples that are like, no, we're cool not having kids.
Yeah.
I definitely think that's a part of it.
from our generation, like me not having kids, and I have Ed's attitude too, where like growing up, it was not a priority. Like, I just did a good job at pulling out, so there's no accidents. But
obviously, you was it Cardi B? You did not come across Cardi B.
I did not,
That
yeah.
pullout game was always strong.
game week.
yeah,
Not with David.
Week.
yeah. So, but I always had that same attitude. Like, if the right opportunity came along, then I would do it. I love kids. They're great, but it wasn't going to define me as a human being. So that's unusual for our generation and back, because everybody had kids. So
I think it's also like a financial
It's
thing
financial.
too. So like,
I think
a lot
it's
of
become more of a financial thing. I don't
Yeah,
think it was.
because a lot of people before would be like, hey, they start dating for a few years, they get married, then they instantly want to have kids. In my mind, like, if I would get married, I would want to have a few more years to figure out if I want kids or not. Just like,
But
are
what
we
I-
at the stage that we should have kids? Do we have, like, are we able to
Did you guys
afford?
decide to have kids before you got married, or you just
Well, that would be-
that is
I mean,
falling on
if it-
later in life, because you don't want that to happen later in life.
I mean, my parents had me when they were close to 40, 37, 38. So, like, they were older. So, to me, I mean,
Yeah, well, my mom was like 38, 37, and my dad was like 41 when he had me.
Yeah, I'm 42 and need to be happy to
Yeah.
have kids right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think there's too much thought that goes into it. You talked about our generation. Like, just have kids.
yeah.
Like, you guys, all this stuff that you guys are talking about and thinking about is the problem with where we're at today. Like, you're sitting here giving yourselves a million reasons not to have kids. Like, just say, like, I want to have kids or I don't. And I think that's a big problem when it comes to dating anymore. Ice machine. New addition to the Guys Night podcast.
Yeah.
Perfect night to break it out. Thanks, Ma. Christmas present. That was awesome. Shout out to the mom. Yeah, but I think that, people just, they make it so difficult, and then time just goes by. Like for me and my wife, it was, oh, we're going on vacation in 3 months. Oh, well, we're going to travel to Europe 3 months from now. Like, I don't want to be pregnant then. I don't want to be pregnant then. And, we're going to these concerts coming up, and like, I don't want to be pregnant while you're drinking and having a good time. Like, I don't want to be left out. I mean, that's just the ideal conversations that would happen between us. And you'd be like, oh, well, we'll plan it for this. And then something else would come up. And people used to just be like, have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
and drink a 6-pack. I mean, they did both, and smoke cigarettes.
But you still can.
And drink out of a hose.
You still can. You still can.
There's the autism. That's where
well, I'm just saying. I'm like, I know you guys want to do all that stuff, but like what you were saying, you don't think about it. Just have them. Just do the deed. And
I think it just takes too much. I wouldn't. Yeah, I think it.
Well, I think it's not even discussed a bit sometimes, because there's a female that Dave and I both know. We won't say her name, but
rhymes with no.
Oh, Jesus.
Eka. But she ended up dating this gentleman, nice guy. They got along really well on everything up until and they got engaged, and up to like a week before the wedding, her mother-in-law, soon to be mother-in-law, came up like, "Oh, you guys gonna be having kids soon?" She goes, "We're not having kids," and then he's like, "Yes, we're having kids." So a lot of people don't even discuss it now. It seems like it's just not even on their mind, and then it's a make or break a lot of times because it's a major life choice.
That person that we're not naming should not reproduce. By the way,
Agreed.
Well, and I've also went on a few dates, and the first few questions we get into a conversation is, "Do you want to have kids, or how much money you make?" I've literally gone on dates in the first.
Fuck you dating,
First date?
That's
date,
never
I
happened.
swear to God.
That's after like 25 days on
I
Tinder.
wish.
Okay, no, it's depending on the age of the girls you're dating.
The girl is asking, "What do you do for a living?" Like, "Oh, what do you do for a living? How much do you make?" And it comes down through the conversation. And I'm like, "Why? Why would you ask that?"
Well, you should be happy. At least that means that they want to depend on you, which you just said 10 minutes ago is what you want. So make up your mind, Evan.
Oh no, shit! I
See,
don't
that's
mind. I don't mind it if she wants to live off me a little bit, but Jesus, I want someone to like.
What's
like,
the second date? A background check and a credit score? I don't understand.
no, you do that. You do that before you go out at all. First of all,
Now that
that's
explains
like
it.
All right, I'm a little curious for a second. I'm like, you don't know what they do before you go on a date?
No,
They have no idea what they do.
These
See,
are
that's-
Tinder dates.
These
Yes,
are the, this is
they are.
no,
A
but
lot
that's a
of them
problem
are.
too. That's an online
a lot
dating
of them
question.
Yeah.
I actually was just watching this lady today. She heads up like a huge men's dating company, and it was funny. She said that they did a 13,000 random women. So some of them were married, some of them were single, whatever. It was just 13,000 random women, and 93% of them said that they wished that that a man would approach them outside of. They wanted to meet their relationship partner offline, and 95% of them. What was it? Oh fuck, I forget.
Is this the
I
wanting
wrote
the men
down.
to make the first move? That whole deal.
No, but it was 97% of women prefer to meet their person off the line. 95% of women wish that men would approach them first and in person. And I think that's the problem with dating today. Like, no, first of all, look at everything that we do. You're hungry, you want to order food, you DoorDash it. You don't even leave your fucking house. Most people work from home or have the ability to work from home in today's world. Kids are fucking glued to their cell phones from the day that they can open their eyes until whenever. So you have all these people that like they're just glued to a cell phone, stuck at home. Not to mention 70% of the fucking country is overweight. So there's a lack of physical attraction, except to the ones that you see on Instagram. Which shout out to the guys on Instagram that call these people out for all their editing, their photo editing. That is the best.
Oh, was it Goob?
Yeah, dude, those are hilarious.
God, I love watching that.
But so all these things, it just decreases social interaction. So then here you guys are all talking, like, you don't know that before the first date? Well, no, because usually the first date happens after you meet them like out and about, and you're like, hey, we should go grab dinner, however that conversation begins. And then you start to learn some of that stuff. And it's, a good old fashioned skill, like being able to have a conversation without like knowing everything ahead of time. Not a lot of people have that. And
It's not possible now. It's impossible.
it's crazy.
It's great. It's
But
crazy
I
impossible.
honestly think I think what it is that there's like men have such a lack of confidence, or so even people with confidence are so afraid to be shot down in public that they don't realize, like, if you talk to 10 girls, there's a really good chance one of them will get you to that point.
It's fact.
Instead, they're afraid of the first one's going to say no, and then they don't even try at all.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what's going on in dating today. And the other thing is like, you know, just like when you want to get DoorDash, you can get it right in here, right now. You know, you guys are sitting there like, oh, you know, I met on Tinder, I met on here. And then while you're talking to them on Tinder, you're literally, while you're on the phone with them, if you're talking on the phone, are literally swiping right on every single app, hoping to get a match while you're talking to them, while you're messaging them, because like you just can't like see where something goes, whether you found another picture of them and you think that they're a little bit overweight, or you think that they're a little bit crazy. Like, just go fucking meet them online or offline. Go to a coffee house, go have coffee, take them out to the bar, have one drink, don't get smashed.
Do you know how many girls I've asked to take out on good coffee and know how many times they've said no? I just talked to them for about a week or two on a dating app.
Yeah, too long. Dude, first questions. Hey, you know what? I'm glad we matched. We got a lot in common. Let's go grab some coffee.
Oh, I've asked that multiple times. I've not had one. I've had
receipts.
With receipts?
I want receipts.
No, I mean, I've not. I said
Listen,
I've never had one.
Evan, I have a line that works 70% of the time.
Oh,
for you.
God.
70% of the time it works every time.
That doesn't make sense. You know, it's not even sexual. So like, you know, this is PG-13.
Oh, my.
It's
Fuck that.
on a scale of 1 to America. How free are you this weekend?
Oh, geez.
So listen, we're definitely gonna get into the online dating thing because that's just today's world. But let's back it up because we're talking about some things like children and yesteryears and today and all that stuff. So look, let's start with where babies come from. Oh wait, no, let's not go back. That'd be weird. So if you go back, I don't have like birth rate stats, but just looking at marriage stats, like assuming dating, the purpose would be to get married, have kids, maybe have kids. Evan, kids. Maybe kids. All right. Well, the clock's ticking, buddy. But
Not for me.
The
For
good
women
news,
are.
the good news. Well, we're going to talk about age
Autism.
gaps too.
Well, can we add in? Do we still have that clip saved of when Evan was feeling a little bit and literally said old people cause autism?
I said that. I said
No,
that.
I'm sorry, Will. I'm sorry.
It's a statistical fact.
I pointed at him and said, Evan, I apologize.
It's a statistical fact that freaking old people having kids causes autism.
It
Like
is
they're
a
more
cause.
likely to have autism.
I believe it.
Your kids are more likely.
Don't cancel us. So, in anybody have any idea what today's
Divorce rate?
No. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. Anybody have any idea what today's marriage rate is?
Like you meet, you date, you get married. Or
What percentage of Americans are married?
Say 42.
53.
52.
32.
27.
So is it Price is Right? So the number is actually 34.4%. So
what did you
Ed was
say?
pretty close.
I was optimistic. I said
32.
53.
I said
32.
42.
So check this out. In 1970, it was the highest ever in the U.S. It was 85.9% of
Season
people
of
were
Love,
married.
baby, was good.
So this is like Will's and my parents. Like they were married during that time and having children, right? So birth rate was way up, and then it's been in steady decline since then. So 1980 down to 68%, 2010 down to 35%, the pandemic 31%, and then we're on a slight incline, probably because people were entrapped in their homes together for a year, and
What else are you going to do besides have kids, right?
and get married and have kids. So the overall, the people will tell you, well, now it's great, we're doing awesome. Divorce rates are lower than they've ever been in history, and that's true. But it's also because we're at the lowest marriage rate ever.
Are divorce rates the lowest they've ever been right now?
I
I don't believe that's a fact.
total percentage wise there
Overall,
are, because what they call gray divorce, or people that divorce over 60 years old, I think it is also up. So
So
Yeah.
they're wrecking the fucking stats of the baby boomers.
they are.
Selfish fucking
But
pricks.
it's skewed because people just aren't, getting married, and people are getting married and the marriages are lasting for 2 to 3 years tops.
Yeah.
So the total time, and then of course the divorce rate goes up dramatically when you get to a second. It goes up to 60%. Right now the divorce rate somewhere between 40 and 50%. second divorce 60%, 70% for third.
People are fucking getting married 3 times. What the?
Yeah.
I know somebody who's been married 6 times.
Sometimes, folks, you just got to know when to stop.
Tell you what, though, like you found 6 people to marry you. Like, good for you.
Very true, but at some point in time, like you need to start telling people, like, "Hey, I appreciate you proposing, but it's not you. It's definitely me."
Come with the warning sign on it, like danger may bite.
Like, oh wow, this is an amazing proposal. It's kind of like my second marriage, a little bit different than my third, but way better than my fourth. Like, you really dialed it in.
What when do you guys believe that online dating started?
94.
I was gonna say 92.
YouTube was actually originally an online
When was the
dating
VHS stuff when they were doing that? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that was probably 90s.
That's either early 90s or late 80s. I'm gonna say 88.
Submit a videotape of yourself talking to yourself.
They consider that was online dating. Was that like matchmaking? And that was
89.
1981.
Oh wow!
So
they started on beta.
this
Beta. Do you guys even know what beta is?
No.
You don't know what beta? Do you know what beta is?
I remember someone saying what it was.
Do you?
It got beat out by DVD, didn't it?
You're like,
it got
no.
beat out by VHS.
Oh, VHS.
VHS.
Oh, no, that's
Is it those big giant floppy?
No. They were.
They were even
like a
smaller.
little smaller than a VHS. Do you know? Have you seen a VHS
Yes.
before?
Oh, I have a whole bunch of
Yeah,
them.
they were a
those, yeah.
little bit smaller than that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Those are
dude.
hilarious.
Remember HD movies? What they used to come out before, like during DVD. After DVD was HD video, DVDs,
Blu-ray.
then Blu-ray.
Please be kind. Rewind.
Because
That's a good movie.
You guys missed out on Blockbuster, dude. There was nothing better as a kid. Than
I love
going to
Blockbuster.
There is one
Blockbuster was so much
blockbuster
fun.
left in those.
Another reason dating is sucks.
There's no Blockbuster
It used to
anymore.
be cool to go to Blockbuster
Yes.
with your date. I mean, this is when I was in high school. Like you go to Blockbuster, you get the box of, like the circle thing of popcorn. You go rent the newest movie, which they only had like 3 of, so you better get there early. And yeah, dude, you come back and you just pop it in and chill.
Oh, my favorite was going around and like checking out the old movies, the new movies. You know, they had like the fantasy section. They had different sections for different.
You would
movies.
like the fantasy section.
Yeah, he did.
skating rinks, my
The
guy.
anime section.
Fantasizing about a girlfriend right now. Ladies,
Yeah.
Evan's available.
I'm always available.
Hashtag Dark Superman.
Do not apply if you like stones or crystals.
I'm gonna avoid you, crazy women.
All right, David. What else you got
So,
there? Look at the breakdown of statistics.
Oh, I
David's
got some fun stuff.
He looks
today,
like he's
man.
preparing to be Trump's press secretary over there.
I mean, she's within the age range.
Is she the press secretary or is she the, what do they call it? Yeah, press secretary.
Press secretary? Yeah. She's 27 years old.
Right? Really? I thought she was older.
No, she's 27.
She doesn't have nothing on Kaylee though.
Oh man,
Dude, Kaylee was a fucking rock star. Man.
Kaylee.
Yeah.
married,
me, whatever.
married, 3 kids. Classic
Yeah.
conservative.
Well, the
woman.
divorce rate, Kaylee, is all right. So in 1981, when online started at 0.01%, how did people meet back in 81? What do you guys think?
What are you asking? I don't understand.
How did people meet? Like that
Bars.
that were
Bars.
dating?
Bars or
Church.
school?
Or high school,
Church, bars,
And work.
school.
Grocery
work,
store.
grocery store.
Yeah.
So number one is through mutual friends, 26%.
I can see that.
Family right behind it. They were coworkers, 14%. Bar, restaurant, schools.
So hold on a second. That actually goes back to what I was saying earlier. Everybody works from home now. You missed that inner office relationship.
Well, I mean, depending on where you work, you still want to meet them.
Stop being so picky, dude. You never know what's going on underneath those overalls, dude, on the factory line.
If you're working from home with your family, why would you want to meet somebody there?
well,
So-
You gotta have a
obviously,
work wife,
yeah, that's a
right?
little
Don't
bit-
you have like a work wife and then like a normal wife?
I definitely do not have a work life. Don't ever say that again.
2001, so pre-smartphone era or pre-iPhone
DVD era.
DVD era. for sure.
DVDs.
Netflix era, 2001.
The beginning of Netflix.
Yeah.
chill.
So at that point, online dating, which was still used on a computer, passed the church, meeting by church in terms of stats. So it's still kind of nerdy and not totally acceptable to meet. So today, obviously, online meeting is number one. What percentage of people do you think meet online?
Fucking probably 81%.
I'd say 90.
Oh, that's higher. I thought 81 was high.
76.
Yeah, I'm going to
76.
70.
Yeah, it's 60%. So
Not as high as I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be higher. You know what? They were online dating when they met whoever they met. I'll tell you that.
could be. Friends are right behind that. Coworkers, bar, restaurant, college is at the bottom. This one's crazy. Neighbors, church, bottom of the list in the single percentile. In fact, single percentile: coworkers, bar, restaurant, family, school, church, neighbors, college, all in single digits. Everything.
Where's church on that list?
The bottom, 2%.
We know somebody that knows somebody that figured that out the hard way.
Womp,
Cheers. Yeah. There's one for you, buddy.
yeah. So online.
Jesus obviously didn't send you around the right fucking path.
Wait. I thought. Is it who you?
It might have been because I went to church with her first. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, that's what he said.
You know what? It took you a while to mention him, so good for you. Good for you.
We were almost 30 minutes in.
Yeah, 30 minutes in. So
I mean, we wanted him to be here tonight, but we could tell by the conversation on the phone that it wasn't going to be a good one. There's probably been some fluid spilled on the table and not from a glass.
So the online dating thing is, even though that number's so high, but even when you meet somebody organically, like, we meet somebody at like our local bar or wherever, we use social media to figure everything that we need to know about them, right? Because you immediately make friends with them and you start looking at pictures. Who do they know? Where have they been? Where do they go? What do they post? What do they like?
Well, that's another thing too, and it's funny because even when my wife and I first started dating, she brought something up. She's like, "Who the fuck are all these bitches that you're fucking social media friends with or whatever? Like, are you creeping on my social media? Like, but that's something that girls look at. Like, Evan, looking at you, what does your social media friends group look like?
Most of my, I'm not gonna lie, most of my social media, like, what are you talking about? Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
Instagram. I'm not gonna lie, it's one of three things: it's fitness models, it's photography, or it's traveling. One of those
dicks.
three.
So it's fitness models that travel.
Oh, Lord. Jesus.
Fitness models that let you take photos of them.
Some of the other photos, some of the other models are the ones I take out photos of.
Evan's friends, like an Instagram average name is like Dallas Doomy, heart 69 in the description. I'm single, ready to mingle.
Yeah.
Just looking to meet cool people to hang with. P.S. Do you have a boat?
Evan doesn't ask for nudes. He just comes over and takes them for you.
Yes, that's true. I just come over and do some shots.
I'll tell you, the boat doesn't hurt.
No, it doesn't.
Except the bank account.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
spanks the bank account.
Yeah,
lot.
fuck that. I'd love to have a boat, but you know what? Other people have them, so I'll just enjoy theirs.
I like how someone says, well, one of the millionaires says, why would I want to need a boat? If I want a boat, I'll just rent one for a day. You don't need to buy one.
Yeah.
There's a saying. It was, if it
Boats and hoes.
boats and hoes. Yeah. It's if it fucks, floats, or goes fast, I just rent it.
That's good.
That's a good one.
That's right.
All right, so here, let's get back on topic though.
Yeah.
Obviously, internet dating's taken a big toll on dating in general. I think just a regular, like even people that are together just don't know how to date. Like they just don't go out. They don't go play mini golf and like sit out there under like at night in the summertime. And they don't go out to. I mean, movies are one thing.
I had a big problem with my last relationship, my last girlfriend. That was a big problem. Anytime I suggested going out, let's go out. I told her when we hung out, let's go out, do mini golf, let's do movie, let's do a drive-in movie, let's go out and do a wine tasting or a cocktail tasting event. She got very agitated at me every single time. She called herself, what is that?
Hypochondriac?
No, fuck no.
Homebody.
Like she would say a homebody, but she was
An introvert?
She was like, I'm an introvert. All she wanted to do every time we hung out for long periods of time, like that was she wanted to read a book and just lay around. And
Why don't she read a book when you're not there?
That's what I said. I'm like, don't you read books when I'm not there, or don't you like just watch your shows? Because every time I came over, that's all she wanted to do.
Meanwhile, Evan was like, "How long is this podcast gonna last? Because I got to get home to watch my show,
Fuck.
my program. I got to watch my program tonight. I got to at least get one episode, which means he's gonna binge watch them until 4 a.m. and then be driving around half asleep tomorrow. Sorry, Miller. Like half your stops might not get made.
I think this woman triggered you. I'm sorry.
She did trigger me.
Triggered you.
Trigger.
Because, yeah, I'm sure your response was, wait, you can read? Must be nice.
Oh, God. Thanks. Thanks. Just poking the bear.
How long ago was this girl? Was this the doctor chick?
No,
Or
this is
somebody
not
else?
the doctor chick. This is my last girlfriend. This is actually my last.
And that was how long ago?
5 years ago.
Oh, well, we gotta move on, buddy.
Dude, I moved on, but it just still brings up some bad memories.
Oh my goodness.
The books can't hurt you now. It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
When's the last time one of you guys approached a woman in public and just was like, "Hey, I think you're beautiful"? Like, which
A month ago.
Restraining order.
I don't believe this.
No,
One
the
bit.
tattoo girl. Dave can account for that one.
Tattoo girl
The tattoo girl.
Yeah,
from
the
Thirsty.
one. Yeah.
You met her on Tinder. She met you at Thirsty. That does not
No,
count.
I literally approached her. Asked the bartender at Thursday. She was sitting by herself. I approached her.
What?
First of all, that was last summer, so that was not a month ago. That
Well,
was
summer, whatever. It was like 6
That's
months
like
ago.
7 months ago. Dude.
Yeah, whatever.
yeah.
We're going into March here shortly.
Whatever.
All right. You get those are rookie numbers. You got to get those numbers up, buddy.
Dude, I never approach a girl anymore. I'm tired of the bullshit. Every time I try to approach
Is it
her,
that, Evan? Are you afraid of failure? Failure's okay.
Oh,
man.
I
You only
fail
have
a
to
lot,
succeed.
but I'm good on the. I just avoid women at all costs.
It's so
anymore.
funny because I tell my wife, like, if we got divorced, I'm done. I'm not looking for a relationship
Exactly.
at that point. What do you mean exactly? You haven't been married once. I've been
I will
married
never.
twice.
The way my life is going,
If I
will-
can't, if after twice I don't do it right, like I'm done. Like it's just
That's
too much work for me, obviously, But anyhow, it's funny because like her and I said, I'm like, if it's not you, babe, it's nobody, right? But I would sure as hell have a good time like hanging out with people and getting to know people because I feel like it'd be so easy in this world. I feel like you can walk up to a regular girl nowadays and just be like, dude, you got a cool fucking style. I was like, my name's Will. Where did you come up with that style? Like, what had decided to pick that outfit? And they'd be all into it because they just don't ever have people to have a regular conversation with them. And I don't think a lot of people can have a conversation. In my job, I'm in sales, and going into before when I was going into multiple dealerships, now I'm working with security firms all over the country, and it's like people just can't have a conversation. You could tell it's difficult. Like they can't make eye contact. They slouch when they speak. It's just very difficult for them to sit there and have a conversation and without going right to their phone. And I feel like somebody in this world that enjoys talking to people can just do so well in the dating form. Because I know we talked about like dating expectations on what a guy expects from a girl, what a girl expects for a guy, but I honestly think that people just want somebody that can enjoy hanging out with. Unless they're obsessed with Instagram and Facebook and every TikTok and all that other stuff, and they just want to make sure they have cool photos to put on. That's definitely an issue too, right?
I mean, the last 5 women I've taken out on dates or done anything romantically with, I approached in person. But there were ones in between that just, where I tried to make conversation with them, where it was they were feeling it because I can talk people's ears off most of the time, not in a good way, but I can talk and talk and talk. But that they were feeling it, but they couldn't give anything reciprocating back, and it just wasn't doing anything for me on my end. Like it just the bare minimum standard I even have for conversation with people nowadays on surface levels is just nothing.
Yeah, that's tough.
I think like in the bar aspect, a lot of people just don't want to get hit on. Like some girls are like, I just don't want to get hit on. And then like if you approach her and it seems like you approach her like you're gonna hit on her, she's more adamant to not be interested in you.
So I would challenge that because I would say, how are you dressed? How are you approaching them? How have you been drinking? What's your intoxication level? All plays a factor. So yeah, if you go up there like, hey, what's up?
Exactly,
and you're
that's what I'm
wearing
saying.
like some sweatpants and a fucking big old hoodie or a baggy ripped t-shirt, like, yeah, that's a different conversation than if you walked up and you had like a clean cut look, you shaved your beard before you went out that morning, your hair was did, and you walked up to her with some confidence and you were like, hey, I just wanted to let you know that I think you look absolutely beautiful. I'd love to dance with you. I think you get a completely different response. And maybe it still turns out the same. She's like, hey, I'm not single, or hey, I'm not available, or no, it's okay. Hey, it's okay. You're not her type. Whatever the reason is, move on. It's not her fault that she doesn't find you attractive. The same reason 4 of us at this table wouldn't look across the room and be like, I just got to have me a chunk of that 350 pounds of meat over there. Now, I know that you like to rumble in the jungle, but not everybody.
You're looking at me?
Are you the?
It's not me.
Like the chubby chaser here?
Yeah. Oh, he's definitely a chubby
way.
chaser.
Are you
No
Yeah,
way,
he's
dude.
looking for a girl that can just take a big old dump.
on your chest?
She doesn't have to be big though. She can be any size.
But
I don't
so-
discriminate.
So you do midgets.
But
How are you not
I've
married
never had
yet,
a
though? There's
midget.
always fat women that need people to
I'd be
marry.
like,
Like,
dude,
Yeah, but you don't
should-
marry the
I
fat
will
chick.
give you my
yeah.
dating profile because I can't tell you how many fat women. I'm not no offense to fat women that hit on me on dating apps.
That's your fault. You know why? Because you swipe. You just swipe.
But
You
to
sit
be
there
fair,
and you swipe.
I have Tinder Gold, and I like.
What's
What?
Tinder
what?
Gold?
You pay for it?
Oh,
you paid
dude.
for it.
And then like I just go on and just like I turn on a boost for like 30 minutes. I just sit there and go.
Yeah, see, that's a problem.
But like, this is the thing. This is the thing. This is the
That's
thing.
a-
And then, like, but this is the
such
thing.
a
I don't have to
problem.
look at any single photos until like after I get all the matches, and then I go through and like which ones I don't like.
That's how he gets so many girls. That's
And then
how
I
he's
just
talking
that's
to
how you
all the
got to
girls
do
all
it.
the
Like
time.
there's no point.
Real talk though. How effective is this though? Like, is this even working?
Well, it's a numbers game.
To
I
be
mean,
fair,
if you-
to be fair, it is a numbers game.
yeah.
But like I've been saying for the last year and 2 months, I've been doing this like no sex thing. So it's like a little bit different.
my
Like I'm just
By
talking
your
to
choice
girls.
or their choice?
My choice.
Okay.
So what? Now you're just talking to girls?
I've just been talking to girls for the last like year. Yeah, basically a year and 2 months.
Okay. Oh, so
Like literally no sex.
but 2 months no sex or a year and 2 months?
like
no
a
sex?
year and 2 months.
What is the point of paying for Tinder Gold, nonetheless, if you're not planning to have
I
sex
just like
with
to
any
meet
of
new
them?
people and talk to new people.
Yeah,
I-
but
I-
you
So
could,
how many of them
like
have
to
you
be-
met in
to-
person like in the last month?
Two or three.
2 or 3. And what do you tell them? Like, I'm just looking to meet new people.
I like to meet new people and see how it goes.
So they're here they are. They think they got this awesome stud of a man over here, and you're like,
I'm telling them straight up like I'm not doing anything sexual with you. I'll go on a date with you, but we can
How
go
does
to
that come up
movies.
naturally?
yeah,
in
they're
the
like
conversation?
fucking receipts.
receipts. Yeah,
This is where, hey,
Yeah.
Anthony, I know you're out there trying to work on some artwork and stuff with us. It'd be great if we had one of those swords that went shing shing, and we just called it receipts. Because I don't see
I will
that.
print off my receipts and show you.
So how many Y's at the end of hey do you go like, hey, hold up, like I'm not one of those guys. You can't just
No, because it gets to the point at the night where you're like they want you to come back with them.
finger
And
in
then
the
you-
ass.
And I'm like, listen, I'll go back with you, but I'm not doing anything with you.
He'll sleep on the couch.
And to be fair, that actually like turns them on more, which is weird. But then like I come over
they
and then
can't
like
have it.
then I come over and they're like, hey, like, want to do something? I'm like, no, I'm not. They're not doing anything.
Okay, so wait, safe space here. Have you been raped?
I have not.
Have you been shit on in the last year?
No.
No.
Okay.
I thought maybe that was this thing like, hey, look, we're not doing anything, but if you gotta take if you gotta take a healthy dump, I got a spot right on my chest for
Just
you.
Do you
just
know how many
pull it.
girls I've told to do that to me?
No, how many?
A lot.
A lot.
You wait, hold on a sec. Seriously?
Yeah.
Like more or less than 20?
Probably more than 20.
More than 20 girls you've asked to shit on your chest.
Just at volleyball. Like,
How-
when we
hold
played
on.
volleyball, there was
How many have actually shit on your chest?
like none.
Zero. All right, so see, Evan, there is a chance you could find somebody.
I've seen you in a movie before. Not another
Movie
not
43?
another teen
Another
movie.
teen
Yeah,
Oh my.
it's like that's abominable that nobody's shit on your chest before.
Nobody's gonna listen to this episode, but
No.
there's definitely gonna be some good sound bites.
There's so what you got to do is you lead her over to the Golden Corral, and you load her up on a good hour worth of grazing at the Golden Corral.
Dude, the Golden Corral is a guaranteed shit on the chest. Right, dude. If you get a girl to eat there, you're definitely gonna set
And I
yourself
think you
up.
just took up a notch for the podcast.
It's like you look like you could put on some weight. Let's go to hit an all you can eat buffet.
You pass me that. Oh, never mind. It's right here in front of me. Oh, jeez. All right.
He
So
needs another drink.
See,
because
we're
of
already.
this.
No, this is the thing. No, we're 42 minutes in. So you got to think about it. If they're still watching here,
Dude, that's a heavy
yeah.
point.
they
That's-
stopped listening 20 minutes ago when Evan said that he was 27 years old and had this
Oh
smoking
my
hot
God.
fucking
She's not smoking. She was not smoking.
neurosurgeon.
the biggest one
That
of the
wanted him
group
to
says he
stay
has
home.
a smoke show. False.
I'm learning so much tonight. I'm learning you like to have fat chick shit on your chest.
Okay, it's not. No.
Evans always he hasn't mentioned it. He loves muscle mommies. That's the only one I've ever seen him ring up. I mean, like,
any girl that's like fit, I will date.
okay, there's fit,
right.
and then there's she's probably on something.
So that's okay if she's not something. Well, hold on a second. Here's where I would say this is the biggest issue in dating right now. All right, you want a fit woman?
They could be.
But you
be
prefer a
skinny.
fit woman?
No, I prefer skinny. As long as they're not like overweight, I'll date any woman.
All right, so as a woman, if I'm looking at you and you're expecting me to look a certain way, why should I not have the same expectations for you?
I agree. That's where you should.
So here's a prime example of like the miscommunication. That girl, she's a bitch. Like she fucking didn't even have a conversation with me. She just told me no, I'm not interested. Okay, well, if that 400-pound woman over there came in and asked me to talk for a little bit, I'd be like polite about it, but I'd be like, I'm out of here too. Like, it's not what I'm looking for. Like, so we have these expectations. Like, I had one friend I talked about before. Like when he first got divorced, he's like, I'm gonna find a chick that lifts, that hunts, that does all this different stuff, and I'm like, fuck, dude, you don't even do half of that shit. Like, I mean, some of it you kind of do, but like, I feel like you have some really high expectations. And I feel like other people are like that too. And we have like these level of expectations because like we see these people online, like, oh, and especially attractive women that God knows that if they're an attractive woman and they post any kind of pictures on Instagram, people will follow and give them all the head clout in the world. They might be dumb as a box of rocks, but now their vision is a guy who makes enough money that he doesn't have to work, and he takes them on trips, and they take lots of beautiful Instagram photos all over the country and world, and she can show off to all her friends. That's not the kind of girl that you obviously want to date, at least in my case. So why would I even approach that person? Same thing goes if you're saying like, I like skinny girls, I like in shape girls. Okay, well, when you approach them, you big burly beast of a man, they're going to have the same expectations. Like, hey, look, just so you know, you're coming up to me. I appreciate it. Great with the confidence, but here's my roster. Where do you fit in? Like, meaning this is the last 7 or 8 guys that I've been with. Like, where do you put yourself on that level? And maybe you get past that point and you have a great conversation and you start to communicate. And that's why in person isn't so important, right? We talk about dating online. Well, you have to swipe right and match or whatever. Well, if they don't like any of your pictures based off appearance, like, you're never going to fucking match. At least if you go up to somebody in person that might be 3, 4, 5 steps above your league, you have a chance. Like, you can win them with personality. You can at least get out there and like have a quick conversation, and maybe it doesn't go anywhere. Maybe you even ask him out, but then the next week you see him, or the week after that you see him. Then it goes somewhere. I think that's just what's missing in the dating world, and
Bullseye.
it's such a problem.
Yeah. There's a lot to unpack with that there. If you're to be successful online, you have to be a psychopath. How about that?
Yeah.
You have to
Define
be a psychopath.
successful.
Well, so what's the point of online dating? To match and you take them to Golden Corral, or to match?
I mean, like, what success rate would you say taking them out on actually meeting in person?
Well, okay, so I don't have the exact stats on this right now, but let's use Tinder as an example. So, at what rate do women get matches versus men?
It's not even close.
It's not even fucking. Well, there was a some guy took one of the ugliest girls' photos that he could find online and make a Tinder, and then he took one of the ugliest girls, one of the hottest guys, and he put them online. And after a week, he didn't check anything, and the ugliest girl got more likes than the hottest guy on Tinder.
So real quick, I just looked this up. Women can get a match rate at as high as 10% compared to only 0.6% for men on the same platform.
10% only? I feel like it'd be higher.
So no, hold on, 10%. So meaning if they like 100 guys, they swipe right on 100 guys, they're matching 10% of the time. If you swipe on 100 girls, you might get one.
Yep.
Or a midget, actually. 0.6.
But to be fair, guys lower their standards a lot.
I also
Compared to girls like always have high standards.
I think girls just are more meticulous on their dating profiles. I don't think I've ever, and I would love to actually talk to 5 or 6 women that are single, that are using Tinder or using that, and ask them like, how many times do you sit there for 20 minutes and just swipe right on every single guy that you come across? I guarantee you, I don't think
spin-off show coming
not
to you.
one person does that, yet you two both do it. Are you on Tinder?
But
So I lit it back up for our upcoming experiments.
Yeah.
But,
so you have it right now. Do you have it? So you don't even have it at all.
I had Hinge and Bumble, and I deleted them recently.
All right. So at any point in time, did you ever swipe right on every fucking profile that you came across in a 30-minute stretch?
Yeah. At one point in time, I was bored.
But to be fair, but
Always.
To be,
You?
no.
Always.
But let me
No,
let me
for
get into
me-
it for a second though. Let me
But
get.
I'm
let me
just,
get
well,
into
hold
it
on.
for
But
a
I'm just saying, like, you wonder why men match so much less. You're swiping on 100. That girl might have swiped on 1. That
I
day.
agree.
That day.
Agreed.
That's part of it, but the bigger part of it is this thing called hypergamy.
I feel like I just said that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Did you say it?
Yeah, I did. When they're talking about women looking up and men looking down, I
Yeah.
said hypergamy. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a real thing. So this is where I say, you have to be a psychopath to be successful in this. Well, yes, I did actually print some material that we could talk about hypergamy with because it's important. Here, why don't you take one of those and pass this down? It's like in
I am
school.
prepared for this.
This is
Actually,
a podcast, not an
I
education.
feel like we're at this is a little crazy.
What
Okay,
is
so
going
take
on?
out a pen and write your name at the top right in today's date.
Yeah. All right, what do we got here?
All
right.
I don't have a pen.
Okay, so on the left side is a diagram of men operating within hypergamy. And so the top of the diagram is the highest ranked guys. Okay, so we talked earlier like a little bit of like the red pill thing, right? The 3 6s of 6 feet tall, 6 figures, six
Yeah,
pack, right?
yeah. I see what you're saying.
There's also the black pill guys who are just born pretty and wealthy and everything,
Sure.
right? So there's all those theories. So the top guys are, having, this is a selection theory. So if you move over to the right side, what you have here is you have the women's selection. And so the women's selection is all aimed at the top 3 in the hierarchy here.
Now, is this a statistic fact or is this a study?
This is a study. Well, so here's what I would encourage you to think about, and everybody else out there is let's rewind back 5,000 years. People obviously matched because we wouldn't be here, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
So how do you think people picked their mates 5,000 years ago?
Hit him over a stick and bring him back to the home.
That's part of it. That's true. But that's not the only way.
What
But
else?
what
Strong dominance.
okay, what else? 5,000 years ago, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no fucking
Yeah, dude, can you
electricity.
provide?
You got to be able to provide. So you have to. So we're talking about a time where we're hunters and gatherers.
Correct.
So you have to be able to go leave your house and go hunt and kill your food, or you die.
yeah, but now they hate if you have a fish picture in your profile.
Today's
Oh, that's not even the worst, bro. That's not even the worst.
so you have to be able to go hunt, kill. You have to be able to provide shelter and all that stuff. Women today are no different than that. They need somebody that can provide them security, stability, feed them. The ones who went out and clubbed their wife and took them back to the cave were one of these 7 over here who had no capability of going out and hunting and killing. Those are the people that were staying home, growing corn and caring for the other kids while the men were off hunting and killing things. So I bring this up because it's the same thing online. So the guys who are at that top tier, they're the ones who are getting all the matches. And when I said you have to be a psychopath, well, these 3 guys are psychopaths over here. That doesn't mean they're going to go kill people, but they're psychopaths, meaning they've got selection. So, if you don't like me, you didn't swipe on me, or you're going to leave, okay, fuck you. I have 20,000 other people swiping on me.
Sure.
So what do I need you for? These people are all psychopaths over here because they're getting thousands of people liking them, and it's the same thing. If they don't like you, or you don't like them, or they don't like the way you text, or they don't like what you drive or what you do for a living, they just say, fuck you. I'll just go to my DMs and I'll go find your replacement.
So what you're saying is I'm mentally sane. I don't believe you.
Or you're a 6.
Or you're
I'm a
six.
or you're a
soft. I'm a
6.
soft 5.
A soft 5.
Oof.
So essentially,
Okay.
what David says is, as a man, we're willing to date down to 2 levels below us. So if you're a solid 6, you're willing to date a 4. As you're a 1 as a woman, which if you ever watch the Whatever podcast, you ever see that big behemoth of a woman who's like, I expect my man to be a millionaire, have a 6-pack, and look good. And I'm like, are you gonna eat him?
She eats at Golden Corral for sure.
She would definitely shit on you.
That's my
for
type
sure.
of girl.
I say someone got a number for him.
No, but and then obviously, I mean, but here, look, women, because of the way men act and treat women, and honestly, like date women, like they have the selection, dude, because it's just the way that it is. Like,
Yeah.
no, and here's the other thing too. Like, you get me to tell me like, okay, we talk about what a dating app is, Tinder, Bumble, whatever ones that you're using, right? if you're really trying to find somebody, why are you swiping on fucking 50 people a day or whatever, maxing it out? Like, what's the point of that? Like, to me, that just tells me you're like, I'm just willing to match with anybody.
I mean, you can swipe on 50 people, but
Yeah, okay.
you might
So
find 50 people also attractive. I mean,
right,
you go
so-
to a bar. Let's just say you go to the Thursday Cowboy. There's, let's just say like 600 people. There might be at least 20, 30 girls that are really attractive.
yeah, but that you just swiped on all 600 of them.
Maybe I did, but some people might have only swiped on 50.
Well,
We
and
were
that's what I'm
talking about your example of 50 people.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like, if you're gonna swipe on every single one that you see, and you just swipe on the next 50, well, the one that might have matched that was exactly what you were looking for, that was your perfect match, might have been 55, but you hit your deadline for the day, so they don't come up in your algorithm for another whatever 30 days. I don't know how fucking Tinder works, but either way, like, you might just miss your opportunity, and then the next day she swipes on the first person she sees that had a good profile or whatever, and she's gone. She's off the market now. You missed your fucking one because you were busy just throwing your fucking seed out there to fucking everybody.
Well, what I think this is kind of saying, though, and the kind of argument against that is saying that, like, it doesn't have to be a perfect match for you to be able to make it work and be a good match. You can be less or more. You can, like, I can make this work because I'm okay with differences or something of that nature, where women's like, no, you have to have this, this, and this, and this.
But that's not accurate. So I know that's what it says, but you're looking at that on an appearance factor. Like, this isn't an appearance scale. This is just where they consider men to be in society, right? So what that means is these top three, maybe they're overweight, but they have good jobs. They're good fathers. They're good people. They got good personalities. They got their head on right. They've got a plan, and they execute, right? Maybe it's the dude who's got a six-pack that has family wealth and that is just ideal situation. Lucky he woke up in the morning, God blessed him, and he's moving forward. But at some point, that becomes an issue. Like, at some point, that's what you consider a fuckboy.
Right.
Right? What's in between these layers, like, it doesn't matter if you look at this as appearance or you look at it as the ideal woman. What's missing is the fact that 90% of people that cheat and that go out are looking for the 20% of what they don't have instead of realizing that there's 80% of what they do have in their current relationship, right?
You're doing the 80-20 rule.
So maybe your wife, well, this is a proven fact.
Yeah,
It's not an
that's
80-20 rule in the sense of like 20% of the people do 80% of the work. It's a sense of like people that go outside of their relationship are looking for the 20% of their relationship that they're missing, which is a big problem with online
That's
dating.
what I meant by 80-20 rule.
So, maybe your wife's a smoke show, but maybe you wish she, I don't know, worked out more. Maybe you wish she did this more. Maybe there's something that's missing. So you find that in your, in another woman, you're like, oh, this chick's got that. And it's like easy to move on. And then you realize like, well, no, like this, like that's why divorces happen more than once. Like, wait a minute, hold on a second. I thought I got everything that I wanted in this one. Oh, wait, no, there was something that I wanted in this previous one.
Open relationships.
Well, and now there's
I could
like
never do that.
self-improvements at its absolute lowest because of this here. Because when it doesn't work out, obviously we said at the beginning of the podcast, like with you, like if it doesn't work out with your wife, well, fuck all that. Why would I go back in to try it for the third time, right?
Maybe I'm just not. I tell my wife all the time, like maybe I'm just not good at this shit. Like I'm too selfish.
It's the guy who's, been divorced a lot of years and happy just being on his own. It's like the same thing. It's like, I might not be cut out for that. Like maybe I'm just cut out for that, 2 to 5 year relationship and then, part as friends and go on.
Maybe
Like
just to fill in.
I might just be
I'm just there to fill the gaps.
Good luck. Get him.
No, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I think that if you realize that all the better. Like you become a better person because you know what you're looking for, and that goes to another point that we talk about. Like
Better at filling in gaps.
What women want. I don't know what women want. I think they want somebody that supports them. I think they want somebody that helps them provide. Not even provide for them, because I think a lot of women want to provide for themselves, but they want somebody who's going to protect them. They want somebody who's going to support them and be there for them.
Lead me when I want you to lead me in the way I want you to lead me.
So I think that, and here's
That's true in a lot of women.
I honestly think that that's a lack of leadership in men is the problem for that. And, we can sit there and say like, oh no, when I met this girl, she just demanded to take the lead. She said she wanted me to take the lead, but she took the lead all the time. Okay, well, she has a fucking history. Like maybe she has a history of dating pussies. So she just expects that you're going to be another pussy. And if you fucking back down instead of taking charge in that scenario, you are just another pussy, which the relationship ends sooner. Right? But if she's taking charge because that's who she is, like that's a conversation you have. Look, I don't have a problem with you stepping up, but I do have a problem with you making out decisions This is my decision to make. Or I do have a problem with you back and like trying to overdo my decision. So this isn't going to work if this is the case. And if that is the way that it is, then end it. Just be done. Move on. But at the same point in time, like you can't expect somebody to be like, there's a lot of people, especially at our age. You're what, 33, 34?
34.
34.
Jeez.
I'm 42. 44.
Thank you. Jeez, I gotta pay for that
44,
one.
going on 44.
But
for
like, it's not like we're
25.
dating. Like, it's not like the majority of us are going to date a 22-year-old, right? At our ages.
Hell
Wait,
no.
wait,
Hell
what?
That's too young.
Wait,
no.
define date.
So hold on.
In the
So,
bed.
so you know, as a 22-year-old, who knows who the fuck she's talked to? As a 32-year-old woman who's dated probably multiple guys, the chances are she's dated all the wrong ones. And if she's hoping you're the right ones, you got to prove that. But my problem is like people change for like what they think their spouse wants instead of just being themselves.
Sure.
And that's a big problem because when you do that, it
She might be run through too.
That's a soundbite. That's a soundbite.
At 22, 32?
30.
But possibly
I
both.
honestly think they're more likely to be ran through at 22 nowadays than
True,
32. I mean, that's another problem. But
That's my wife, though. That's what I'm waiting for.
That's a 22-year-old.
It is crazy. Like, it's funny because,
The hookup culture.
yeah, hookup culture is crazy. I'm fortunate. I am the second person my wife's been with.
You got lucky. You got real lucky.
Now, I don't think you could date a woman in her 20s that hasn't hit double digits at all. I don't think that's possible. Maybe like 1 out of 50. And it's crazy how many, like, I was just reading a fact today. Oh, God damn it. I should've
We're
wrote
not
this one down.
we're
It's-
not
it's-
slut shaming anybody.
It's hard.
Oh, I
it's
am
hard for
definitely
me. Like when a
not
girl
slut
asks me what
shaming.
my
My
body count
Instagram
is,
is.
it's hard. If a girl asks me what my body count is, it's
So like 3, 4.
no. It's
100.
like if I tell them, like, I don't
Yeah, see,
really tell them the exact
Wait, do you count when they
number.
shit on your chest and you don't have penetration? Like, is that a number you count for too?
but so hold on a second. That's a reason a woman's asking that for a reason. Like she wants to know if you're dateable or if she's done with you already. Because I mean, let's be honest. If I was on a date with a woman and I was looking to have a relationship and I was looking to be serious, because let's face it, 50% of people are on social dating apps because they actually want to find somebody to be with.
Correct.
I mean, eventually, I don't know if you can find a stat on that. It's gotta
You
be
think
close.
that's the reason why they're on dating apps?
I think
is
there's
to
like-
actually
They're lonely.
meet somebody.
I think there's like
Fast
I think like half.
I think it's more like if you're doing like Hinge, Match, maybe a little bit of Bumble, but if you're on
Still
Tinder, it's more
lonely.
like just,
I love that argument of, well, you know, Hinge is better because it's not Tinder and it's, you know, Bumble's better.
Well,
like it's
I hear
all it's
more.
all
I
the
hear
same.
more
It's
stories of
all the same.
people like dating and like getting married from Hinge than I would from Tinder.
I will give
Just-
my
just
brother
saying.
this. His girlfriend of 6 years so far. He met her on Tinder. They're living together and it's going great.
Like
but
I
that's
mean,
an
the last
outside.
time I dated a girl, I met her on Tinder.
Well,
Like
believe it or
last
not-
time I
Hold
dated
on. So wait, your brother met somebody on Tinder?
and they're dating. Like they're living together and actually in a relationship. They met to actually date.
That's awesome.
Well, and I've also heard, like, I know someone that works for coding. He does coding for computers. He told me that most dating apps are meant to keep you on there constantly.
Yeah, it's a business.
It's a business. It's a business. Oh, see,
This is their clientele, is these guys
Yes,
right
correct,
here.
correct.
They're the ones who are
He's
paying to be seen. Is
He's-
those guys
yeah.
right there.
Gold VIP.
yeah,
Is it?
yeah. Well,
I don't got the platinum. I got
he's
the
elite.
gold. Don't worry.
What's the
Why-
platinum
Why do you
give
have to
you?
pay for Tinder? Isn't it free?
it's free,
Okay,
but you get
but no,
boosts.
but think about this though. With like gold, let's just say we're going on our Scotland Ireland trip. I could literally change my location to like to there, and I can start matching.
Yeah,
Or when we
it
go there,
works.
I will literally have people like if we would go to a bar or something like that.
Yeah, well, and
Like it's like easy.
So you got to
it's
pay
easy.
for that feature. You can't just change your location based off of where you're at.
I don't think
No,
so.
you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
sucks.
So it would like I think it's nice that way is because like I can already have people there that like I can meet.
Shit on your chest. Oh, fucking, especially in Scotland and Ireland.
That's a spicy poop too. That's
You
all
could get a
whiskey there.
haggis. You could get a haggis dump
Haggis
there.
will definitely put some fucking mashed potatoes and corn on
But
your
no,
fucking-
those dating apps are meant to be you kept online, and they're also like the way their coding is. It's meant to not like have your perfect match. It's never meant to have your perfect. It's meant to have your close, but not perfect. Ever perfect.
There's definitely going to be exceptions. Just like the one person who was like, yeah, I was just going to give it a try. I was lonely. I'm a single mom and I couldn't leave the house. And so I got on and then I met the person who
Yeah.
is now the one. Like, I'm sure that happens.
Yes.
But I'd be curious. Like I would be asking your brother there, Anthony. I'd be asking your brother like what was his and her online dating life before that, because I can tell you as somebody who's recently been posted on Are We Dating the Same Guy, like I lit Tinder back up just for our upcoming travel and like was dicking around with it for that, and somebody that we actually know happened to spot my picture and is the one that posted me. But funny enough is that person is like a serial online dater. Like she goes out and she's with somebody for like 6 months, and it's before they break up. Like she's already back online looking for the next person. And
Betting you know who it is.
Yeah, you definitely know who this person is.
Okay.
So there, I think that, you know, I'm picking one person in mind, but I can think of multiple people. Like that's their default. The very moment we were just talking about this, like it's the way of the world. Things start going wrong, then they just kind of like raise the flag back up. They go put a new dating profile up, or they just reactivate the old one and they just get right back there. So like, what's the condition to these people when they're putting themselves out there? And in full disclosure, like I love the ice. In fact, I need some ice. I'm gonna send that down, Anthony.
Well, that's a sound effect we should save.
That was good. I'm more of an organic, you know. Whoa, the thing raises up?
Yeah, I think raise it up to
Well,
tilt the
that's
ice
cool.
in.
Well, more or less.
Let me see what you got there. I can't see it.
There's
Oh,
a
that's enough.
scoop right to the left of you there.
Yeah, right.
Well, I
to the
just
left.
scooped the glass.
That's enough.
Don't
Yeah.
ever put glass
good.
in the ice, dude. Did
Yeah.
you ever bartend before?
While you're
never been a
so you
bartender.
One that you
gotta
also drank off of?
get maybe 2 fingers.
One
worth
that you
down there
drink
while you're-
off of, two
can you
in
do the same
case
thing
it
for me?
breaks because you can't match. You guys are just fucking. So hey, real quick, recent statistics show that 40% of people on dating apps are actually looking for a long-term relationship. So
Or
almost
they
half.
say they are.
I don't.
I think it's more.
I think so.
Okay.
I think that's
Anthony, before you send it back, could you put a couple fingers of bourbon? That was the request.
Yeah, could you do the same thing with me?
I definitely think that's accurate.
You think? You
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, dude. I mean, once again, we talk about people struggle with being able to go out and things. Now, I do think people are too picky online. I do think that expectations of what you're going to find in this world, it's just crazy. Like, really, I mean, a dating profile is going to look however somebody wants it to look in order to get the most, you know, swipes or whatever the fuck it is.
But what guy's
It's
gonna
not going to
put-
be who they are, so that's where the actual date comes in. I would venture to say, and I before I met my wife, I was on Tinder. I probably met up with 1 out of 20 matches, and like I legitimately like went through the profiles, read the profiles. Like, I wanted to know. Oh, I was dead on.
He was
Because I
probably
was-
reading those shit out of
Yeah,
them.
like I mean, I'm not trying to. I wasn't using it just to hook up. Like I still come from a generation that men just didn't just hook up. Like
Yeah. Well, the most dates I've been on in 1 year. The most dates I've ever been on in 1 year.
do you keep track of this?
I kept track.
You have a
of
diary.
I actually have a little book. I have a book in my house
Is
actually.
it,
'cause-
is it a
Little
black book?
book.
No, I just wanted to see because I was like, hell, what 1 year? Anytime I will like talk to a girl, I met a girl online, offline. I want to take her on a date. 38 times in 1 year.
That's it.
That's it.
That's actually a lot of days. That's like once a week.
See, typically I would get probably 3 matches a week. 2 wouldn't respond, or 1 wouldn't respond. 1 would respond, wouldn't meet up, and then 1 would meet up. So typically I would get like a date a week out of it.
Yeah. That's
I
what
think I was different than you guys. Like I would go to different colleges. So I went to like Malone University.
you were one
So
of
like
the
I went to
college
like
hoppers.
a D2 private school, but all my friends went to like OU.
I hung out
like,
outside of halfway houses. Just said,
OSU,
ladies, I'm
Kent.
single.
Jesus.
But like that's where I went. So it's like if like I didn't want like I only played sports at my school, and then I would go to another school to like
See,
do my
I-
thing.
when
So
I
it's
was-
like it was a lot easier than what you're. I mean, maybe it was just different for you.
I
but-
never like when I was in college. I was in crazy much hooking up every high school and college, hooking up every other weekend. But when I was out
Couldn't
of
do any better
doubt
than
it.
that, huh?
Doubt it. I highly doubt
oh,
that.
believe me, I have witnesses.
Having
say
a
it was
body
only
count,
girls.
having a
Watch.
body count of 20 does not does not
No,
count.
I have a lot bigger than 20. Just added like a 1 or 2 zeros onto that.
So
One
you,
or two.
1 or 2 zeros. Hold on a
2,000?
second.
I was
Are you
2,000?
not gonna lie.
dyslexic? Are you talking about 0.20?
Oh no! I was a hoe back in high school and college.
Well, why'd that
Bad.
change? Why'd that
you still
change?
are. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Why would that change?
They just changed because I was trying to. Because when I was in high school and college, I was just wanting to hook up. But when I ended high school and when I ended college.
Do you still want to hook up? I still want to hook up.
I don't mind hooking up. It's more of like just getting the stuff out of my system.
Did you graduate to not liking pussy? Because
I
I would not
graduated-
go to that school.
No, I don't mind getting laid. I'm not gonna lie to that. I just got bored of just working for it. Now I just have friends with benefits. It's just constant. That's it.
No.
That sounds horrible.
It-
You want to
that
have
sounds-
kids, dude.
I do, but I'm done. I'm done trying to.
he doesn't have to
date.
get
Are you
married
lying?
or date.
Are you lying to yourself a little
What?
bit? Are you
About
lying
what?
to yourself?
About
Like,
what?
do you want to have kids? Do you
Oh
want to
no,
have a
no,
serious
I wanna
relationship?
no, I want to have.
So if you want to have a serious relationship, why aren't you trying effectively to
because
like have a
I'm
date?
done trying. I've been trying.
Well, how are you gonna be done trying and then have kids?
Well, then, you know what? Everybody keeps
And, like,
telling-
what woman
no,
wants to date a
everybody
guy who's
calm
willing
down,
to
calm
quit
down.
that
Everybody
easy?
keeps telling me, stop trying to date. It'll eventually happen. You'll meet someone. And I'm like, fine, fuck, I'm done.
all those
then.
people
That's
got
all
divorced,
bullshit.
too.
That's literally all
That's-
bullshit.
Well, no, there's a degree to that. Like, I do think that you have to worry about yourself to a certain. I do think there's a lot of guys that are out there trying to date and they don't have their own shit together.
No, yeah.
So I say, like, okay, if you're gonna take some time off of dating because you want to focus on like 3 or 4 goals and you're like focused on those goals and it's like not goals like not dying with diabetes. I mean, like, in eating fucking 10 pounds of chocolate today. I mean,
Fuck,
like,
yeah.
I mean, like, are you focused like, hey, I'm going to get up every day at this time. I'm going to execute this position. I'm going to work on my photography career. And I'm just using some basic examples.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to start doing additional photo shoots and I'm going to start doing this. Is that why you're not dating? Or are you just not dating because it's hard and you just don't want to put forth the effort? Because ultimately, like, people can see that. And
It's a little bit of
you know,
both. In my case, it's a little bit of both. I tried for like fucking good 3 to 4 years. Like, really tried. I did the social media. I did the bars. I tried to talk to girls, and then after a while, it just fucking got annoying. It really just got annoying.
I know why.
Still annoying.
Why?
I
you
know
like
why.
dudes.
Because you like dudes.
I like dudes. I know what? It's always you. Buddy.
Hey, buddy. Let's go.
See, you don't like
So-
you don't like people in shape because when I went to kiss you earlier, you freaked
No,
out. So clearly,
yeah.
I'm not your type.
I told
Here's-
you on my
here's-
hot mouth.
Here's the thing, Evan. I'm going to give you unsolicited feedback. We'll call it here.
Oh, I thought
And-
that's going a different area.
No, unsolicited feedback here. Here's what I believe, and we love you, and there's very little we want to change about you. First of all, we'll just say that. Like, we love you how you are, but
Very little. What's the little?
very little
Yeah,
we want
well,
to change
well,
about you.
I wish
But
you wouldn't breathe into the mic sometimes.
the times that we've shared rides driving across foreign countries that you're asleep and I'm wide awake driving, getting a my very first speeding ticket ever in Iceland, by the way.
Congratulations on that, by the way.
Did- you
I
got two?
Yeah, two.
Brian got pulled into a car. That was his
Yeah.
first speeding
All
ticket
right,
ever.
all right,
Brian was
So
trying too
how
hard.
fast are you going over the speed limit? Like, are you
I
going
think I was
a
going.
lot?
I think I was like 19 kilometers, so about
was
8-9 miles.
10 over
I
for
think
me.
he was 12, and he had to pay like a $250 ticket.
Yeah, they make you pay right fucking there. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, mine were both on camera, so like I got the notice through email from my rental car company.
Yeah.
So like I just went to. You have to go to the police station to pay it.
Right.
So you go to the police station, you're like, oh, I just got this ticket. They're like, yep, actually, you got 2 of them. I'm like,
Oop,
fuck.
thanks.
You got to pay.
Yeah.
So you pay it right then and there. But if you get pulled over by a car, they actually have you go sit in the back of their little electric car. And they got a little credit card scanner right
Get
there.
pulled over. Whoever I'm driving with, get pulled over. I want to be thrown in
You
the
can't
back.
Venmo them the money.
And you can't leave the country to pay him or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, no,
I'm
you can leave the
fucking
country, but you have like there's like I forget what it was. There was like a huge penalty.
Are
if
you
didn't
paying
pay
in
it.
like U.S. or are you paying in their currency?
Pay it with credit card, dude? Let the fucking company.
Yeah,
do it.
you just-
Oh, so you just like, okay, get the.
I mean,
swipe
it's, yeah.
All right, so Evan, unsolicited feedback here. So
smiling when he's saying this.
well, I'm always smiling because I'm just happy. But like, so you got to think about what your goals are: wife and kids. If your dream woman and your perfect match showed up tomorrow, hypothetical situation here, how ready are you to get married and have kids?
Probably about 68%.
Wha-
I had to throw it out there.
That was
Wait,
prepared.
you're
Well, because I'm always thinking about if
not
something-
69.
Well, why not
That's what I
69?
was gonna say. I really thought he was gonna say that, dude, for sure.
Okay,
Nice.
Indulge us now. 68%.
About 70%. Okay.
Oh, we're rounding up here.
no, go back
Round
down.
up,
Go
just
back
to make
down.
it
No
easier
cheat.
for you.
No
Go back down.
cheating. 68% ready. Okay, what's the other? I'll do the math for you because we know how you are with words and numbers and stuff. But so what's the other 32%? What's entailed with that?
Mostly just probably just thinking off the top of my head, just
Moving out of mom and dad's house would be a start.
probably.
All right. So what's the other 1.4%?
That's the
That
biggest
would
thing.
that would
Because
definitely
I
affect the
have-
dating lifestyle a little bit in your 30s, bro. Like, hey, I know the kids are at your home. You got a babysitter. You want to sneak over to my house? We'll go
Basement.
in the basement before my mom and dad wake up.
I just, but the reason I'm like
Savage.
The reason I've never moved out, like really have not really wanted to move out, is because
Your
first-
parents love you so much.
Well, my parents.
Hold on.
they're always
His
worried-
To be
parents-
fair, I'm living at home
The
too, though.
parents.
But it, like,
Yeah, I know.
like,
You,
dude,
you don't
like,
have to move out.
they
My
love me.
my older brother has a kid and he still lives at home.
What? God, now I wonder why all these men are having a hard time dating. Jesus,
I wonder
but to
why.
be
ladies,
fair-
what about these men do you not fucking
But to
love?
be
They're
fair,
living at
no,
home in their
no, no.
30s, bro.
I might be different though. If
No,
a girl,
you're not.
If
You're
a
like the
girl,
majority.
If a girl would ask me like where I live, I'd be like, yeah, I have 2 roommates. That's only what I tell them.
Mom and dad.
And I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying to him. I'm not lying to him.
I think we answered our own questions. Why are men single? Why? Jesus, you live at home at 30 plus years old. You,
29, 20,
I
You
always
29.
give
say-
up on dating. You're 68% ready to find a family and have kids. And
I always say I'm single by choice. It's just not my choice.
No. The thing is, like my parents, I love them to death. God, I love my parents. It
you
just-
should. They love you, dude. When we all went on
Oh,
vacation,
my
they
God.
literally, we went and picked Evan up to go to the airport. His parents literally walked him out.
Oh,
you
my
know,
God.
Are
like,
they like a good Christian family?
definitely,
my
dude.
mom,
They
my mom
walked-
and dad are Bible huggers.
Dude,
They are
my
That
really-
explains a lot.
My wife's like, oh my god, this is the cutest thing ever. Like you would think that we were picking up like my daughter's like 13-year-old friend, like, and like the parents came out like, take care of my little one, like,
my.
you know, I want to make sure he has enough to eat. They were about to give us like, make sure he takes his diabetes medicine.
Before 6 o'clock.
Like,
Don't
he
wear
has-
your Wednesday underwear on Thursday.
He can't read, okay? He's dyslexic.
Oh
so
my
just make
God.
sure, like, you can tell him what's on the menu. That helps him a little bit. He's allergic to these 10 things. Here's a list. We made it for you. And here's our emergency contact. Like, that's what it was like when we went to pick up Evan for the airport.
My mom
I might
and
have
dad-
exaggerated a little bit, but it was pretty close.
My mom and dad are very integral in my life. Like, I love my parents to death. My dad is he's like a close friend of mine, and my mom, it's just one of those things. My mom's my mom. She's always worried about me because of the diabetes. Ever since I became my parents were never overbearing until I became like diabetic. As soon as I became diabetic, my family.
Probably because they see what you fucking eat.
Oh God.
And because they're like trying to sleep at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and your alarm's like dee 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 dee.
No, that's the thing because I've known people that have died because of diabetes.
Yeah.
Like literally died in the middle of the night.
There's probably a statistic on that.
There is.
Yeah.
So that's why my parents were like, Evan, we don't want you to move out until you got a life partner or someone that can make sure you
A
don't.
life
fucking-"
partner, even they
I'm
know.
like, oh.
Even they know.
Could be a guy.
It could be a guy. I'm just like, Mom. I'm like, and I'm just like, ugh.
All right.
I'm like, I don't want to kill my parents and like have them worry because I've had chances of renting condos and buying condos. It's just and it just never really panned out every single time. I just never had the urge to buy one and stuff.
So my forced unsolicited feedback advice
Stop
here
saying
is
unsolicited.
we're just gonna buy a house
Plus, I'm
in their
saving-
neighborhood.
Oh, well, hold on. Before we go back, I'm saving a shitload of money. Let's just say that right now.
No, you're not. You buy something new. This dude shows me something new on Facebook Messenger
camera,
like once a week.
Camera.
I got another camera. I mean, I'm just as bad, but
So-
you're worse.
So listen, Evan. We've technology and all this stuff that we've talked about with everybody and how people are and everything. Like, there's no going back. Like,
Oh,
this is our world, right? So
Yeah.
we've got like this world full. I printed this meme, which is great. I love this. It's crazy how social media has convinced us that 20 likes is not enough. Imagine 20 people in real life telling you a compliment. You'd be thrilled. So the Instagram, that's a good one, right?
That's a good one. That's
I
a
like
real
that.
good one.
Yeah, if you think about that, like if you left your house like wearing like a new pair of boots or something and 20 people stopped you and told you like how much they like them, imagine how good that would feel. But if you post a picture and it gets like 6 likes, you're like, dick. It's like nothing. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Speaking
that's
of which, like, follow, share. I need lots more likes and follows and shares to make me feel good about myself.
all of us included. But we're in this world of
Dopamine.
dopamine. Well, really, we're in this world of like narcissism, really, on both sides, right? And with all the bad bitches and I don't need a man and all that bullshit out there, like the people, especially like if your primary marketplace is online, you need to be at the top of your game, and the top of your game, unfortunately, is not what you just described. Like, your parents are lovely people; they're amazing. So, but you need to move out. We need to find you we need to force your neighbors to move, and then you're going to buy that house.
I'm gonna build a barn, actually.
Jeez. Oh, I was thinking.
Rent out the loft.
I was talking to some friends. I was thinking about building one of those freight. What was it called? Shipping container houses.
Yeah.
I have a friend that actually works.
You can put it in your parents'
architect-
backyard.
Oh, the Amazon thing. It's like $50,000.
No. It's actually built out of like shipping
Yeah,
containers.
Connexes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're pretty dope.
I saw that on Doom Preppers once.
All right, guys, ready to hear what women want?
Oh boy.
Luckily, we
Not
have.
me.
See, we don't even have to
Not
watch.
Ed.
Yeah, you just want to have them shit on
If
you.
only Mel Gibson had
Great movie. Great
Google.
movie.
Kind, honest, trustworthy, confident, intelligent, emotionally available. I don't even know what that means. Respectful and integrity, prioritizing strong character traits over just physical appearance. This is AI said this. This is a fucking lie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I was gonna
bullshit.
say, there's
all
only
right.
like two of them that are.
I
The
believe-
emotional availability one is
I
probably
believe
the one that
women
makes the
say
sense.
they want that.
No, the emotional one like makes the most sense. Like because
Emotional available. I don't even know
Yeah,
what emotional available
We went over this with
basically
Danny a long
like
time
you're
ago.
basically you want to talk to someone and they're kind of interested in you, but then they're also their ex is like hitting them up. And they're like kind of
Oh,
going
okay.
back to them. So it's like they're
Well,
not
yeah,
like
that's-
they're like 50-50 into your
I
relationship.
don't even think that's what they want. Though. I don't even think that. I mean, obviously,
no,
they want
you
that.
to be
They want you to be committed to them.
100%
Yeah.
on them.
They
but
should. You
the-
should
but
be.
That's what
You,
that
you
means,
should be,
though.
but
You should be if you're dating, right? But and this here's it goes back to this again, the social media content. Like, this is why online dating doesn't work. How much does it take for you to actually meet up with somebody if you match with 50 people because you swiped on 3,000?
takes like zero effort if
Like, how many of them are you actually trying to meet up with? Like, if you out of your last 20 matches, how many have you met?
probably 2.
2.
But to be
What
fair,
about
like,
you? Out of your last 20 matches, be honest. Don't lie. Don't fucking. I want to ask for receipts.
What do you mean receipts?
I want to see your last 20 matches. That's what I want to see.
20 and like literally 20 matches.
I know you
Which
get at
on
least 5 a
Bumble,
day, I would imagine.
Bumble or Tinder.
Both combined.
Last time I don't want to, not even 20. I don't go out dates that much.
no.
No, I know you. Well,
Asking
if you were
out of
20 for
20
20, that'd be
people.
impressive. I'm saying out of your last 20 matches,
Yeah, none of them.
none of them.
I don't know.
Okay, so what?
So
God,
what's the point?
You
then?
guys are like fucking just writing the book for me, dude.
Yeah.
But
Like, what not to do
but
on an
like
online
but
dating.
like I've just told you, I'm still on this no
What about
sex
you?
thing.
I said I've met a third. Well, about 6.5 because one was a midget.
Well,
Did you actually meet a midget?
No, it was just
Dude, that would've
going
been
what you said
fucking
earlier. That would have
hilarious.
been
out
funny.
of the 20, I
Like,
literally
oh, you're not as tall as your picture.
I mean, that micro wrestling they got coming out. Some of them do look good though. Like
I'm sure if you went out and talked them up, dude, they'd be all
like
about it, bro.
I can reach the top shelf for you. Like
Dude, I would bring one of them to the Thirsty Cow.
and
for
ask her
sure.
to shit on you.
Little
there
little
is
petties.
there is one down in Nashville. I did see her down there at the Nashville Palace.
Like a midget.
The
Yeah,
one,
legit,
the one
yeah.
who dances, yeah.
The one who
her,
dances.
Her TikTok.
Oh,
is
that-
huge.
I was dancing next to her.
And her
know.
TikTok's huge, but she's not.
I was dancing next to her, and like it was
Smash.
I didn't know at the time. And anyone ever seen The Office where Dwight turns around and Angela's there? And goes, oh my god! It was like that. And I slightly moved over because I was very scared of just accidentally not seeing her and running into her.
I thought you were gonna be like, oh my god, they love bugs in here. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Didn't see you down there.
No, but
Pardon me.
There's 20 matches. I asked every single girl out on coffee, food, and stuff, and all of them said no.
Oh, so you're getting rejected though? Then it's your
Yeah.
All
problem.
All of
right,
them.
receipts.
Receipts.
We-
Receipts right now. Pull up your Bumble, Twitter.
I delete all my.
Okay, so-
No. I'm the same as you. I delete all my messages.
Yeah, I
all
delete-
my messages.
it's-
100%. I delete everything. I don't like. I
Still
don't like
admissible.
clutter.
Yeah,
like
I
all my
delete-
messages on my phone, like text messaging. I delete them all.
Or I get ghosted.
I have
get
6
ghosted
pictures
a
on
lot,
my phone.
too.
Yeah.
Ghosted is like a normal thing for me.
but that's normal for anyone.
Again, Evan. So you know, we could work on your technique for sure. Like
Fuck my technique. I'm
this
just
is
done.
this is baseball. Like he's loading them up right now.
I'm just seeing what I have. And this is a few of them.
Are you looking at your contacts, like their numbers, or just?
I'm looking at my Tinder
He's
because a lot of
in
them,
his
some
Tinder
of
here.
them.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah, some of them are cute.
Oh wait, no, her name was I can't say.
Some
that
of them
name.
were when we were in Iceland still.
Oh, that's funny.
Some of them are still from Iceland.
Yeah, her name is like 7 consonants.
Yeah.
Let me see.
When I was in Iceland.
So listen, Evan, you need to think about.
Oh wow, yeah, that's fucking weird. I don't even know how to pronounce that.
Yeah, that's always when we were in Iceland.
I'm sure some of that's not even.
She lived in
letters.
Keflavik.
Yeah, we were in Iceland. I delete a lot of the girls.
Oh, she looked like a nice girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cute.
We talked. I don't know. Look at the messages.
She was looking for a long term. Oh, it actually tells you what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So like people have like hook. I haven't been on fucking Tinder in fucking
Yeah, some have
10
casual
years.
relationships.
So you could just be like fuck buddy on here.
Yeah, there's a setting for that. I'll show you.
Hold on.
Let me show you a setting.
Nice to meet you, Cyril. How's your week going?
Told you it was 6 consonants.
That's a fucking bot.
See, I feel like that one worked out real well for you because you're
Sarah
dyslexic.
likes you. Recently active match, but you need Tinder Gold to see.
Yeah. Let me steal your
how they get
gold.
you. That's how they get
Hi,
you.
I'm Amy. We've all done this 1,000 times. So here's my quick TED talk.
Yes, I can't do that.
I am
Oh, no.
attracted to
You know what we can
authenticity, effort, appreciation, decisiveness, and adventurous spirit. I am open to different connections from pen pals to friends, adventure buddies, casual dates, or more long term. This is exactly what you need in your life.
Brother, what is that? Her opening message?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're opening message to me today.
Tell her hi.
What I'm not looking for is couples looking for fun.
Fair.
MAGAs.
Make America great again.
A lot
Yeah,
of
that's what I was trying to say. If that's what she meant
a
to
lot
say.
of them make that their
Yeah,
personality.
a lot of
Cheaters or stepdad for my child. I'm open minded on it. Well, obviously not that open minded. You will fucking MAGA bitch. And would love to chat more if that sounds like something you'd like. And you didn't respond to her.
Trump.
No, I didn't. It's
Why
super-
did you not respond to her? She looks like a little hippie chick.
I don't like hippie chicks. And
Why'd you match her?
No. You know what we
she
should do?
matched me.
Whoa.
It takes 2 to fucking tango, bro. A match is a
No,
match. It's
she liked him first, is what he's trying
Yeah,
to say.
she liked
okay,
him.
no.
Hold on. How do you
no.
know he liked her first? Or
Because
she liked him first?
she could only respond to me if she liked me first.
No, that's false.
No, it says right there. Like you guys are a match. You
What's she
already
look like?
right there.
You matched with her, so
You message her back. Hey, how's your
Oh yeah.
how's your day so far, Amy?
Hey, can
You
I
just
say something?
You
Can I?
just said that, you fucking dick.
I swear I didn't.
All right, hey, can I say one thing real quick? How about,
just
okay,
one.
no. I can give you basically my Tinder gold. What we'll do is
Oh,
I'll
here, this is a
delete
good
all
one.
my
Hold on.
Pictures, delete all my pictures.
I should have never gave my phone.
Okay, in Parma, do you have a Snapchat? No, sorry. What do you have? Not much social media. Instagram. Well, my Instagram is Dark Superman 21.
Oh my god! You have to fucking throw it out there.
And then she disappeared.
Yeah, she don't like. Dude, I get that.
Yeah,
like,
because you fucking were obsessed with her social media, and your dumbass told her that you had social media.
I don't
So then she
care.
looked at your social media and saw all that you post, which is typically you just fucking comment on a bunch of fucking chicks' asses, and you just
I
took
don't
yourself off the
Hold
table.
on, time out. I don't comment ever. When do I comment? Never.
I'm not saying you comment.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm just saying all your
saying,
friends
you don't know
are.
what I post on social media. The only things I post on social media is my photography stuff or the stuff you guys post, and I just repost.
It's the messages that get you.
Yeah, probably.
It's the messages Evan sends that get you.
I'm looking. None of these other chicks are responding.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. None of these tricks. I get ghosted a lot.
Well,
Hypergamy. Moving up.
Yeah, so I'm just like,
you friend request you matched with a girl named Puree.
oh god.
All right, how about we do this?
There's a lot of interesting girls.
Better
out
than
there.
margarita.
Hey, how are you doing this morning? I usually meditate and do yoga in the mornings. Nice gym for me. Like, hi, my name Evan.
I lift heavy round circles. Ooh.
I just
God damn, is that a camel toe or did she get her fucking front end sliced
Oh,
open?
God.
Look at that.
Oh, I like that.
See, that's why you need to look at all the pictures. Look at that. If I would have seen that, I would like,
Man,
God damn,
That's
dude.
a good look. That's I mean
Is that
from
like
the
is that the Continental Divide?
from the toe
Give me my
up.
phone back. I got some fun.
Anna, you need to
San
fucking.
Andreas fault right there.
Oh
She
my
was
God.
cute from the toe up.
All right,
No!
all right, how about we do this? I'll delete all my pictures off my profile. Add all, no. Add all your pictures. I will give you my account.
I mean, just
so you
who-
can have
like-
gold.
This is what
That's fake.
Are you kidding me?
That's fake.
That's
No, this
fake,
is like
though.
her 4th picture. It's probably real. She got
No,
Oh,
it's
she's
fake.
masked up.
This is real.
past-
She got a
past.
cat and a mask.
Oh, yeah.
So you know who she voted for, though.
Like, okay, so this is what you matched with. This is what fucking chronic swiping gets you, folks. This.
It's an addiction.
This is literally fucking crazy cat lady. Like, this is the problem. She should not have any.
We
Like,
know a few crazy cat ladies here.
Oh, it's a Samantha.
hi, I'm an owner. I'm a
no
homeowner.
names. No names.
No name.
No,
No
that's
names.
that's on that. That's
Oh,
that.
okay.
I'm just saying, like, why would you want to match with her? She's not gonna. Let me see. No,
Dude, she might be
there might be
easy.
one.
Dude,
Hold on.
dude,
Oh my
She
God.
might be easy. Dude,
Open
she might
his
be easy.
open
She's
his
on Tinder.
OnlyFans.
So this is
OnlyFans.
this is obviously there's a lot of bots going on.
He does.
here.
He does
There's a
have.
lot of
He does
bots.
have OnlyFans, bro. He
Now
probably
you
subscribes
have
to, like
81
15-year-olds.
likes, but you're not paying for the gold, so you can't see who it is.
No.
Dude, you're man.
81.
Well,
That's
that's
impressive.
How long have you had it?
I've only had it for like a year and a half.
Oh, yeah.
81 matches.
No, 81 likes that he can't see.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, that's not that much.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
it's
For a year
wait,
and a half.
what
I
are-
always had
what
like
are-
100.
What are likes versus matches?
So a like is when a girl likes you, but you like.
see
So
what
like
I
for
got
example, if you
going
don't have gold, right?
Oh,
and
hey,
she
she's-
likes you,
I
you
can't
don't
like
know
it.
who
I'm-
liked
So wait,
you.
this is different because from when I had like 10 years ago, Tinder was you just swiped right or left.
So the
Yes,
po-
exactly,
The point
but-
is, you match if you like her and she likes you. A like is she liked you and you haven't liked her yet.
oh, so it's like swiping right or swiping. You haven't swiped
Basically,
right
but
on her
she's
yet.
liked you, but you can't. But the problem is when you don't have gold, you can't see that like.
She's out of your
you don't-
range, so you haven't.
She's
seen
out
her
of your
yet
range, or you
something.
haven't seen her profile yet. So, but when you have gold, like let's just say for me, for example, I can see everyone who's
So
liked
let me see what's it look like when you have
Well,
gold.
I don't have.
You don't
I
have
like
any likes
match-
right
no,
now?
Yeah, I don't have any right now. But it would be like every time like someone would like me, I would know that they like me, and I could see their profile. But for you, when you saw 81, it showed it blurred.
So you need to pay
you couldn't
$9.99,
see.
and 81 of those chicks might be so you swipe all day and you use all your swipes and you just don't come across.
No, because so like for him, he probably only has I think it's 100 swipes a day.
Correct.
But for someone who has gold,
that's
it's
a
unlimited.
fucking lot of swipes.
But
I don't
for
think I
gold,
ever
it's a-
swipe more than 20 times in a day.
Yeah, but like if
In-
you,
in
if
my
you went
peak.
to OU, but like when I would go to OU, like I would
My
find
peak of
like
swipe.
100.
My peak swiping, bro, when I was like on the fucking prowl, like I don't think I ever. And usually it was when I was traveling, like our football team would be going to like Indiana or Chicago or something for a game, and like I'd be
Loaded
like,
up
oh,
there.
let's see if there's somebody there that'll hang out with us and show us around town. Like basically is what happened. Most of my buddies ended up hooking up with them before I did, but like
So you were always like the seconds. Or, like,
I wasn't even I wasn't trying to hook up. I literally we would go into a new town. And I was like, well, let's find out where to party. Let's find out where to hang out. So I would use Tinder as a way to find out where to go. You know what I mean? It's not like I was looking to date somebody out there. I used it as an actual dating profile here. I think I've met. I mean, I was only matching with like 3 or 4 people, like a week maybe, and like I
But
would
about-
like
but of
I
those
I
girls,
would
how many
try.
dates you went on?
I mean, I probably went on. I don't know, 15 or 20 of them or so over the course of a year. I mean,
So, but like,
I
so
would,
like,
I
what
would
be
meet
your
up with.
odds? Would be if you matched with
So,
100
like,
girls, how many of those would you have went on dates with?
I don't remember like the percentage. I asked every one of them on a date.
Okay.
Like
We're
everybody,
trying to
everybody that I
assume, so I'm the
matched,
same thing. I'm the
everybody
same
that
way.
I matched with, I was like trying to go hang out.
Yeah, because
with.
when you
Like,
match, you already
but,
found them attractive.
but like there was more to it. Like I said, I was the asshole that read all the fucking profile. Like I was the one that like looked through all the photos. Like I was like, okay, like this is something I could. And so like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like when I had my match list of like whatever 10, 15, 20 people at a time, like it was a fucking hell of a roster. Like it was a well thought out roster. There was a little something of everything. But I wasn't sleeping around, and at the same point in time, like it didn't work out. Obviously, like none of them. I met my wife by getting.
oh
my hair
damn,
cut.
you got married to the love of your life. That's terrible. That's
Well,
awful.
but here's the thing. I met her while getting my hair cut. I randomly met her. We started talking about it was like 4th of July weekend, and I was like, oh shit. She had a boyfriend at the time. I was like, hey, you and your dude should come out to our party. We throw this big ass
Well,
4th of
these-
July. Can I finish?
Oh yeah.
We have this big ass 4th of July party. Like you should come out. She's like, yeah, we might do it. And it's funny because like over the conversation of getting my haircut, I talked about country music and stuff like that. I was divorced. Like all this stuff came up because it's your barber. Like you're not thinking about it. It's like you're trying to date this person.
I know
And she's
her.
like, I want to hook you up with my sister is what she was thinking. So she was going to come to the party and bring her sister and try to hook me up with her sister. And it's funny now because that didn't happen, obviously.
So what happened to the sister?
She's married.
Oh,
She got married to a
Dang.
oil
Not for
oil
you,
boy.
sorry.
dang.
A dude from Texas who was up here working on oil rigs for a couple of weeks.
Well, did she look the type that would shit on Ed's chest, or
No,
Oh,
I don't think
no
she-
additional-
she-
This
she's
is the thing,
also-
no. This is the thing, though. Like, you have no idea what type of people these are. Like, you think, oh, that person would not do that,
Straight
but you
fucking
never
feral.
know, bro.
Think
You
these
never
people
know.
are? Is that like they them?
Basically, yeah, they them.
I had to
Well,
be careful about that.
Going back to
actually.
dating app, when you're on like certain dating apps, you could customize your dating app to choose what kind of girl you want to date. Like, say you want a girl on a date that night. There's apps for that dating app.
It's like a you can also
Change
sometimes
your.
FaceTime.
They got
Yeah.
some
the
of them,
pineapple app there. I
Yeah.
noticed caught your.
Oh, I see the upside down
Yeah.
pineapple.
Yep.
That's my favorite one.
Video games.
That's my favorite.
I cannot honestly,
Yeah.
dude.
All right,
Music,
so
comic books.
so here's the I think
Is that on
what
Tinder?
Yeah.
here's what I'm
Oh,
thinking.
wow, that's way different than I remember. It literally used to be just a picture and then
pictures.
a little
You
description.
could do gamer girls.
Yeah, my
That's
type.
gay. Here's the thing. I know
We're
I
so
know
off subject.
I know Will. I know Will's a hunter. You've been hunting.
I am a hunter.
Ed, you ever been hunting?
I've been hunting before, but I don't hunt.
Evan, you ever been hunting?
Yes.
We lost it. We lost Evan. He's on Tinder here. So
Yes, I have.
Not messaging anybody.
there's two elements of hunting. Like there's opportunity and then there's your skill in order to actually take what it is you're hunting, right? So apparently, Evan, you got opportunity, but you're just a fucking lousy shot.
Oh, I am a fucking lousy shot. Let's just say that.
I think part of it's the way that you talk about yourself. I mean, we're joking with you, but that's only because that's based off of what you like, how you present yourself every day.
True.
You present yourself every day as a guy who likes to sleep, a guy who likes to
I
just
do like to
barely
s-
get by, a guy that just likes to do his thing and is not looking for anything over the top, and you know.
I like to relax. I have a crazy life. At
I
work.
know, but I love you, brother. But if you put some fucking dedication in your life, you'd be a fucking superstar photographer, man, and you'd have the world would be open like to opportunities for you. But I feel like you put like 20% into effort into the things that you do, and like people see that, and like you're an awesome friend. You're probably the best dude I know, the most trustworthy, and I love you. But I could envision a much. And here, and let's be honest, women are dumb. Like they probably look at you too, and to not without any disrespect, look at you and like, dude, his potential is so high, but he's just never gonna match it.
Well, maybe I'm not gonna push for something I know.
This
I'm
isn't
not
a
gonna
pick
achieve.
on Evan show. We need to move on.
I-
to
I-
something.
I was
Seems like
saying,
it
you're
is.
Let's
picking the
pick on
fuck out
Ed.
of
He
me.
likes to get pooped on.
Dude, pick on me, dude. I want to hear. I
Oh
want
my
to hear
God,
other
I
people.
just
I want to
want
hear
the
other
attention.
people's like opinions on things. Like,
I want to know about the no sex thing. What's the problem with that?
Yeah, is that why you got ABCD on your hat?
yeah. No, it's not.
I just assume that's because you like them young.
That's the
They just don't know
other
ABCs.
Ed. That's the other
Oh,
Dude, I'm the
there it
better
is.
of the
Ed. He
two
won't come
Eds.
on the podcast, so we should dime him out. Like, just let everybody know. Like,
I'm the better of the two Eds, though.
You
Come
know,
on.
Clearly.
God bless him, because let me tell you, that man opens fucking heroically. It's just when he can close, like when it's there. Like I've seen women outright go, you know, I really would love someone to take me on a date sometime, and staring at him, and he just like looking at the ground, and goes, "All right, guys, you ready to go?"
That motherfucker couldn't close a door.
He could not.
So other Ed, preferential Ed number one.
Oh Jesus!
So tell us about this no sex thing. What's that all about?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
All right. So I've been messing around probably for 8 or so years, 8 or 9 years. And I was like, you know what? I think I should take a break from girls and just like,
switch to guys.
I mean,
No, you say
I mean,
that.
if there was two guys in
just-
this room that I thought were gonna fuck each other, it'd be you two.
hey, come on. Dab me up, baby. You guys.
He's fit. What are you talking
I
about?
know, dude.
Yeah, he's exactly skinny but kind of fit.
You would definitely shit on his chest.
Dude, I think we just made a match, bro. Evan's blushing. He's turning all red. Oh man.
Oh my God!
It's the Newlywed Show.
Evan will definitely shit on your chest.
He can do whatever he wants, honestly. Like, dude.
Green burrito. Let's go.
Oh my god. All right.
I was
So
thinking about getting
anyhow,
Taco Bell here soon, but
8 years.
I was thinking
All right.
Taco Bell too.
so
I wasn't, but after 2 glasses of whiskey, I fucking
I
think about
told you a
Taco Bell
little. You're
now.
feeling good there, Will, aren't you? A little shit.
I'm feeling great.
So I decided, you know what? Maybe I should try to do a whole year without having sex to see, like,
blue balls.
to
up
see
to
how
heaven.
it would go. You know what I'm
Wait,
saying? Like, I was
question.
yeah.
Like, okay, no sex, but also like you're not masturbating. Also,
No, like, I would do
It's like, no, I
everything
masturbate 4 times
besides.
a day.
No, no.
I was just saying,
My dick's so
it's
fucking
not-
raw,
it's
I
not
can't
really
even
the
feel it
same
anymore.
thing. Like he's just doing it himself. Like I'm
No,
saying.
I would do it. I would do everything besides like vaginal and anal sex, basically.
So
like,
blowjobs are
everything-
okay.
Like those would be okay.
So you're
But,
still
like,
getting
you're
off.
still-
I'm just talking about like Yeah.
2000.
So like you're like, hey,
Did you
just so
noise
you
again?
know, I'll come over. I won't fuck you, but you can suck my dick.
yeah, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically stuff like that. So
Stuff like that.
basically,
Finger
I
in the
had
butt.
now this is the, yes, but the thing is, this is the thing though. I did have one caveat though. I did have one caveat
It's a fancy.
when I
word
went
for
to
something
when I went to
that's
Europe. Am I even allowed to say this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it
So-
There's
legal?
no
okay.
rules, no
So-
limits.
Wait,
So,
no
is,
like-
it, is
censor.
it legal there?
It was legal there.
Okay,
So
cool.
Yeah.
I was like, the only caveat would be like, if I go to Europe, I'm obviously gonna try to bang as many chicks as I possibly could, or prostitution.
Or one.
I decided to do prostitution. It was the first time ever, and I loved it.
Wait, hold on. So did you use Tinder when you were over there?
I didn't use Tinder. I didn't use any apps over there.
I just wonder what it'd be like to be an American using Tinder in a foreign country.
feel like you would do
we're gonna be
very
doing.
well.
Hey,
I feel like
Will,
you'd do
we're gonna
very
be
well.
doing that in a few months.
I'm not going to be
But
doing
to
that.
be
I'll do
fair,
it for you.
But
can
you
live
guys,
through
you
me.
should start right now.
I will be starting here soon. Once
And
like,
honestly, we should honestly take like your profile should be like all of us, so they don't know which one it is.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
no, we gotta
Group
have the
of us.
same picture.
Guys
So
Night
me, you, or you-
podcast traveling
Yeah.
to
No.
Ireland and Scotland.
No, when
I
we
like
do this,
that.
we all
Well,
gotta have the same
since
picture.
we're on that topic, are we gonna actually spin the wheel while we're here today to decide where it is we're going?
I already know where we're going. Are we trying to decide another place?
We don't know where we're going.
Oh, we don't. We're just
We
winging
don't
it.
know where we're going now.
Well, the Ireland and Scotland trip was something different.
Okay, we're gonna have to edit that part out now. Thanks, Dick.
Spinning in.
That's impressive. You got to spin again. Oh, if you would have hit that spin again,
That'd have been skill.
Anthony, you're gonna have to go with us on this trip.
Where
Yeah.
we going? Which one?
Spin to win.
We're,
win to spin.
Yeah. Do we want to do? We don't want to do that, right? Do we want to do that now?
Oh yeah.
No, we're in the middle of Ed's.
I'm gonna have
no
to cut this
section.
whole fucking segment out now.
Don't cut the segment out
I
because I'm
didn't-
still
5
getting
more
to the
This
minutes.
is why before the show I was like, no, you gotta tell me what those fucking envelopes all say. See? All right. And we're back.
Is that our marker there?
Who are we talking to? All right,
All right,
yeah.
we're back.
So, yeah, that was the first time like actually paying for it instead of indirectly paying for it is how I say it.
Indirectly paying? You mean like through dinner and talking
Like
to him?
like a girl.
Just
So like for example,
Gotta
like
put gas
let's
in my car.
No. Let's just say this though. For example, like hear me out. If a girl
All
was
right,
like,
so
hey,
wait, let's walk
like,
through the story.
let me get to
How-
the story in a second though.
Okay.
Let me just talk about indirectly paying. So it'd be like
I
you're
didn't
talking
know
to a
that.
girl and she's like, hey, like I won't have sex with you until we go get food together. Basically, you
Who the fuck says that? Do
That's a
people
weird
say
one.
that?
yes, that is the thing.
Really?
Like,
Wait, David,
Yeah.
do you remember the 1 month rule?
The 1
wait,
month
hold
rule?
on. So you guys
Yeah.
get on your Tinder app. You're like, hey, what's going
Not
on?
even
I'm glad
Tinder,
we
just like
met.
texting in general. Just
So
in
all right,
general.
let's switch this. Let's switch the text. We're getting serious now. Hey, would you like
We're
to go out to
talking.
dinner?
We're talking.
Yeah, we're talking. Yeah, I'd love to go to dinner. Awesome. Just so you know, until you buy my dinner, we're not having sex.
Basically, that's basically how it's being said.
God, I'm so glad I don't have to date in this fucking crazy ass fucking world we live in.
All right, going back to what I was saying. So yeah, I did that, and then that was probably in what I think September.
Did what?
So then since like being a prostitute.
All right, so let's talk about the story. So you get this is when you went to Germany, right?
Well, this is when I went to this was in Amsterdam, but I was in Amsterdam, Paris, like Switzerland. Yeah,
Where's Amsterdam at?
Netherlands.
Okay.
What about it?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
He's looking for more details.
I was in, okay.
You
So
fly in.
We fly into Amsterdam, and we get what is it like basically an Airbnb.
Okay.
And we're like we did the trip. It's supposed to be
Get a
like an
little
Ed's
closer to the mic.
divorce. Oh, sorry. It's an Ed's divorce trip.
Which ad?
So we made like me. So like we made shirts that said Ed's divorce trip with like a picture of my face on it, and then like all the countries we were going to on the back of it. Right.
And just to clarify, you were not married.
I was not married. No, not at all.
This is funny. I can dig that. That's hilarious.
So we literally brought these shirts to our Europe trip so we can like wear them out. So
Every day.
a few of the places that we would go to, like they thought it was like a bachelor party. So like we 3 or 4 of us would walk in with the shirts on, and they were like, "No, you can't come in here." Like I was like, "What do you mean? Why?" He's like, "Dude, there's no bachelors." Or like, "This is not a bachelor party." He's like, no, you have like the party shirts on. So like some of the places like would kick you out.
Like what
based
kind
on-
of places? Like a prostitute place?
No, just like a normal bar. Just some of
really?
the bars that are like
I think
literally
you're gonna
on-
get rowdy
like-
over there.
No, think like on the red light district, like literally like you would walk out and you would see like two girls there. Like the bar would kick you out because like we had like supposedly like they thought it was like a bachelor party. All right, so we'd be wearing these shirts.
What kind of losers
They're
print
like, you're
shirts
not
to go
coming
to
in
a
here
place?
gang banging all our fucking prostitutes. You fucking crazy bachelor party.
No, to be fair, like it was more of like a joke. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's
but we would
hilarious.
go into other bars and like
Should
people
have
would
done it in
ask us
fucking
about
like a
it.
foreign language that they understood. That would have been funnier.
It would be pretty, yeah.
Something like
yeah.
I'm not your cousin.
Just leave it there.
I was gonna say, what kind of weirdos print shirts and go to foreign countries and look
Dude,
like?
Dude,
And
it was
then leave
actually
it at the Airbnb house.
honestly, dude, it was really funny though. Like people loved it. Like people would ask me about like, oh my god, like you're getting divorced, and like I had like this whole story saying like what happened and all this stuff. Like it's pretty cool.
She wouldn't shit on my chest. I was done with it.
I was telling
After
everyone
5
that
years, all I asked for was one dookie on my fucking chest.
we were telling people that like she slept with one of my friends is what we said.
Oh my god.
Anybody, is your buddy like it was me? Actually,
Should've been like that,
No,
but-
and he was on a trip too. It was on a trip.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And like people would like eat it up and stuff like that. But so it took me to like the third day in Amsterdam to finally like actually do it because I wanted to walk around and just like, look at the merchandise. You know what I'm saying?
shop around a little
Like,
bit.
shop
Window
around.
shop, yeah.
And like
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
want
Like,
someone,
where's the Nike and where's like the Champion and where's the Walmart?
You know what I'm saying?
what I mean?
But I'm also like looking to like where like not too many dudes are going up to. Like she's attractive, but she's not like one of those girls that has like constantly dudes coming up every single time. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
they're
I'm not gonna be in the
constantly
line.
coming for sure.
So yeah, finally like the third day I finally found the one. And like,
Found the one.
Okay,
Hold on a
pause.
second. Wait,
Pause.
hold on.
Yeah.
No. You spend more time picking out a prostitute than you do on your Tinder matches, bro.
because I wanted to be perfect.
Tinder
bro.
matches, swipe,
Yeah.
swipe, 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 swipe. Prostitute, though, hey, I want a
gonna-
classy one.
We're gonna take our time.
Yeah,
So
I want to
how,
make sure I find the right one that's not getting ran through like a fucking freight train.
how did you know that? How did you pick this? Why
You know
was she
she's
the one?
Did she look like Julia Roberts?
Honestly, it was gonna be she had to be Latina or she had to be Asian.
Okay.
So I had to
Okay.
non-white, basically.
Basically. Except not
much.
black.
But
In-
not
wait,
black.
in-
Not
the
black,
one?
not white.
She could have been black, but
In
I was
the
more
one-
like not white.
in
So
the
you wanted
one-
something in between. You want a little mix.
Yeah,
in the
basically.
one
Yeah.
part of the world that's like 98% Caucasian.
Yeah, how
you
difficult was
are-
that? Or
yeah,
is there a lot of
There was a
imports?
others? Imports, yeah.
Is there a lot of import
That's
models
true.
up there in the
there was
prostitute
not
district?
as much import models. as
You could have
would
gotten a
think.
Lamborghini and you bought a Honda.
True.
All right, so you find yourself the one.
So I find myself the one.
So she was Asian?
No, she was Latina.
What was her name?
Dude, you can find those down in fucking across the border. Like they're
No, but
everywhere.
but this thing was like this one is like
You have a picture.
Like this one,
I
like
wish I had.
you
a
could
picture.
legally.
You can't. But this is
pay
like
for it.
yeah, legally.
Yeah.
So
Down there, you just throw them in the back of your truck and just drive off.
Yeah.
When you're done with them, throw them back at the border.
Or call ICE.
Like, hey, that was a great 30 minutes. By the way,
okay.
there's a truck outside.
You're deported.
It's not cold.
All right, to be fair, I had this joke here. Like, I actually went on a date with a Latina chick like this last Sunday, and I was telling my friends the night before, I was like, "Listen, if this goes wrong, I'm calling ICE on her."
Listen, chick, just so you know, Donald Trump is recording this entire conversation. So
We've made that joke about deportation about a certain other Ed's ex
Oh, really?
a couple different times.
we did.
Not, when I say we, doesn't always mean we.
It's the royal
Oh,
we.
the
yeah,
royal we.
the we
royal we.
before. Ooh, this bottle's going fast. All right. So you find the one.
So I find the one.
She's
and I'm like, you know what?
Latina.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I
Latino.
just don't want to have sex with her. Maybe I'll just go for a hand job, you know? So I go up there.
Does it cost less?
Just listen to what I'm. Just
There-
listen.
there
just
is a
listen.
menu there.
There is a menu. So I walk up to the door. All right, to be fair, I'm gonna go step back one second. So it's actually kind of funny. So a lot of travelers who would go there, there'd obviously be like a decent amount of like, diversity. The girls would get hit on by like, let's just say people from India, and they would be turning them down left and right. It would be like
So they would say no.
Wait, hold
They
on.
actually would say no.
The
to you.
prostitutes. Okay, so you actually needed to actually woo them.
Like someone had to be decently looking. Like it's not like they would just like pick
So it's like
whoever. Like you
Vegas.
would, yeah. I mean, I haven't really done it in Vegas before.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
Like they'll definitely.
Yes.
I mean,
So it's like I had to be decently looking and like like they kind of like wave at you sometimes. So like you're like, whatever. She didn't wave at me. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go up because that's the one I want. So I went up there and was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna ask for a hand job. So I'm like, hey.
were you all nervous and shit?
I was a little nervous
you
because this
shaking?
is like I said. This was the first time I directly paid for it. Like this, there was
Should have
no
been like,
dinner
this is the
date.
first.
There was no.
I've never done this before.
No, I told
I paid
her.
for it? No, any of this. I'm virgin.
First, you should have done that.
So I was like, how much is a hand job? She's like,
You said how much is a hand job?
Yeah,
That's
she's
your
like-
opening line. Not hi. Hey, how's it going?
I was like,
Yeah,
no.
like if this was your goal, I would think you would have had some like thoughts brought out, like, "Hey, cómo se dice en español? How much is a hand job?"
No.
Hey, on a scale of 1 to America, how free are you to give me a hand job? What's going on?
All right, so
So
how
I
much
was
is a
like,
hand
how much
job?
is a hand job? She's like 50. I'm like, okay, that's fine. She's like, well, how about we just go walk back there and like see like what you decide when we get back there.
Oh,
So I'm like, all right,
selling
but
you.
like to be fair,
Upsell.
to be fair,
do you want to
Upsell, yeah.
supersize
but
that?
to be fair, I was gonna do it regardless. So it's like I was gonna upgrade regardless. So I just wanted to see what she would say. So we end up going back there, and like I'm like laying on this bed, and she like literally brings out a menu, basically like a piece of paper like this, and like tells
laminated
you
at least?
laminated. It tells you, tells you every single thing you wanted to and the prices, but everything is like additive, right? So it's like if you wanted a hand job and then you also wanted a blow job, it would be like, let's just say $50 and the other one was $250, it would be $300. So like every single thing like would be additive.
yeah, you
It's
didn't,
not
like there wasn't like a group rate.
it's not yeah, basically. Well, I
Yeah.
mean like
Can I get it all for like
yeah,
$100?
You
Like,
couldn't do
combo.
something like that. So, I'm doing this and like I picked a few things. I picked like 3 things that I wanted to do.
what did you pick?
Well, technically, I basically just picked sex at first, just basically just straight normal sex.
All right, so there's like
Yeah.
a line for just normal
It was
white dude
basically
sex.
just like vaginal, basically vaginal sex. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do that. And then like so
Then she had to
how
bring
they
it
do
out.
it, they
She's
all
like, hold on a sec, I gotta upsell this
no,
dude.
so so
I got one here.
no. I'm telling you.
Did you
it's
not
like-
see this one you like?
No,
You don't
no.
like poop on chest?
To be fair, if they had that, I would have done it. But
Oh wait,
okay.
shit. Hold on a sec. Oh, she was Latina. I forgot.
There's no way that could be on the menu.
fucking
It's not- no, it wasn't on the menu. It wasn't. No,
Well,
no.
because if that was on the menu, what she has to do on command, like would she just constantly eating
Yeah, no,
burritos?
that's the thing. Though, right?
Hold on a second. I'm going to get some help
That's when
with this
Alexa
one.
takes effect.
There's no way that's possible.
She starts eating some chocolate laxative.
Oh my god.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna need someone to step in for this part. I haven't really eaten.
Yeah.
It's been a busy afternoon.
Brings out a guy named like Eduardo.
There's no. I know for a fact there's no golden corral in the Netherlands, so that's off the table too. But
All right. So you go to the list. Regular
So I go through
basic
the list,
sex,
basic
white boy
sex.
sex. All right, and then
And so
what? Which you upgraded.
So-
You're like, all right, you
but
got
to-
me.
but to-
I wanted the hand job. Now I want white boy sex.
So going into it, I was like, I don't want to be too drunk because I don't want to like be able to not get up. Like I'm paying for this, and I won't be able to get up. But then I only had 2 beers. But then when I go into it, I'm also nervous because it's like this is the first time I'm doing this, so I also couldn't get up.
yeah,
at
I was
first.
gonna ask, like,
Yeah,
especially if you just so you're gonna opt out of the
I'm gonna-
HJ and the BJ, and you're just gonna go straight sex. So you just gotta fucking
Well,
start working
so-
yourself to get
so
you there because
basically,
there's no
but
kissing.
They would start with like they kind of start with hand stuff and then go to it. It's not just like hand job would be just complete until completion. I meant to say.
Yeah.
But so we ended up deciding to pick like the sex, and then they have to put the condom on you, right? That's that's how they do it. And then I kind of had like a mid floppy, right? So I'm like, and then she gets on top, and then she like tries to do it. And she's like, this isn't working. I'm like, give it a minute. And she's like, no. I'm like, I'm sorry. I was like, this isn't working right now.
I swear this has never happened to me before.
guys, it is okay if you have to give her. It'll take a minute.
Spend the
Safe
extra,
space here.
spend the extra $50.
Next
Yeah, or
sponsorship,
spend the extra 50.
ED medication.
So then she's like, how about like I just blow you? I was like, fuck it. I'll just pay a little bit of extra money just to get hard. So finally so I paid for the blow job, and then she got me hard, and then we started then we had sex. Basically that's what happened. And then my friends timed me. Like my brother-in-law, my friends timed me.
What the fuck?
Wait, they were in the room?
They were outside of it. They were outside of it.
What, were they watching in through the red light?
Yeah.
No, well, they probably were, but like they were just timing it, and then like, yeah,
Oh my God.
Oh man.
So was it worth every penny?
I'd say it was worth it.
How much did you spend total?
Uh-oh.
$510.
Holy
God.
shit.
That's not bad.
God.
It's actually,
what
to
do you
be
mean that's
fair,
not-
it wasn't that bad.
Well, if you think
Honestly,
about
it wasn't that bad.
let's say it takes you an average of 3 dates to have sex. 3 dates. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if you go to a restaurant that serves anything
it's
decent,
I mean,
you're gonna spend $120 a couple. That's if you don't. That's if you don't drink heavy. So I mean, you spend $360 on 3 dates for a chance to get laid, or you guarantee it, and you don't have to see them again, and you don't have to worry about them complaining about.
Well,
like,
I
their
like to
house
think
being
that if you
dirty.
take them on dates, you want to see them again.
Maybe.
no,
maybe.
but you could take them on the first date and not like them.
Well, yeah, that's
So
what
you would have to
wouldn't
get to your
third.
second
I'm
one.
saying-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, You're talking
right,
about
right.
getting to
Yeah,
your
like,
third. Yeah. I get
yeah,
you, I
like
get
what
you.
if the first date's miserable and you're like, fuck this chick, God, she's fucking hot. I really want to fuck her, but she is super fucking annoying. I can't spend another 5 minutes with her. Like, you just get it out of the way, spend $500, and then you walk away.
I literally will not sleep with somebody that I find and this is my logic, because what if had an accident and she got pregnant?
Yeah.
And now she's stupid.
Well, don't do that.
What if the child becomes stupid? Like then I have to raise that child that's not stupid, and I will love that kid.
Why are
but,
you
like,
attracted to stupid chicks, Anthony?
They're easy.
Now, see, this is
Just
why.
put that on your TikTok or your Twitter. What's the word? Tinder profile. I prefer women with a low IQ, no self-esteem.
I like
nice
dummies.
body, but very easily manipulated. If you're one of these women and you're interested in being manipulated and taken advantage of,
That's not me.
swipe right. I promise not to nut in you because I don't want a dumb kid.
That last part was me. That's fair.
I mean, I feel like if you put that down, you might get a few matches.
You'll get matches regardless of what you say.
I mean,
And she's right there saying, pull in, pull in.
the logic is they already found you attractive. It's just your job not to fuck it up.
That's pretty valid, actually. That's a good strategy.
And I'm really bad at that.
Really weird. It says it's still counting record, but it says there's 5 hours and 11 minutes left. I don't know what's happening.
Now we got plenty of time.
Anyhow, all right. So Valentine's Day, best Valentine's Day memory that you guys have. Any good ones?
I took a chick
all speak at once.
to. I took a chick to Trace Pertrilla's.
Portillos.
High
At
class.
the time,
Trey Portillo.
You
at the
really like
time
those
I
fucking
couldn't.
Latinos.
At the time I couldn't drive.
Jesus.
So she was the driver.
Wait, how
Also, at the time, I didn't have any money on me, just because I didn't bring any cash or my credit card. So she paid for the entire date,
Oh,
and then we went back to her place and we role played. It was pretty good.
No money, no car, no license. Still got some.
that,
Yeah.
That's,
and
that's
that
good.
chick's
See,
definitely pregnant.
Evan, that is exactly why you don't give up.
Oh my
You just don't know what you're gonna find.
God.
Improvise,
One more
adapt,
swipe.
overcome.
One more swipe. All right, so Anthony, what's your? I know we were talking about best Valentine's Day. Do you guys have any to add?
The only one I can like bring up, like, it's probably my fifth girlfriend. Probably, I took her to a one of those candlelight events in what's it called, in the museum. It was a nice little trip. Took her out to dinner, and then we went to downtown Cleveland Art Museum, and they had a candlelight, what's it called? It's like
Walk.
no, it's not a walk. It was a they played instruments, and you just sat down while the like opera and theater music was playing around the museum. There's a candlelight. I forget what it's called.
Sounds
Super
lovely.
It was a nice little thing,
David, you got anything great?
and then
that
she
you
broke up
remember?
with me.
The punchline is
It was. She broke up with me 2 weeks later.
February 15th.
Yeah, I
Gone.
was like, wah, wah, wah.
My best Valentine's Day has just always been hanging out with the guys on that day. Like, I mean, that I think if I look at it, I've
Cheers to the
cheers to
hanging out.
that. Like,
This is what do they call it? What do they call it when the
Galentine's.
That's Valentines. So this is
Palentines.
like
Valentines.
Valen-Guys. Valen-Guys.
No, we
sounds
can call
really
it
good.
Valentine's. It's
Palentines?
patriarchy. We can just call it whatever we
Dude,
want.
to be fair, when I go to the Thirsty Cowboy tomorrow, I'm literally telling every single girl I love them. That's it.
But that's true though.
That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ask them if they pooped yet that day?
Yeah.
They're all gonna watch this.
I don't have a fun.
If there's
romantic
somebody
one.
out there that wants to be pooped on
Or
poop
poop
on
on.
somebody,
Poop on,
Oh, here we go.
we got your guy.
Ed, what's your DMs? How do they find you?
Do I really care?
.com.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
Or
that
is
is
that
that
in
is that is
at
actually
Yahoo?
his. That is his.
Oh, is that really?
Yeah.
your-
Yep.
What was that?
That was the thing. I was.
That was a thing.
That was the thing. I was like literally.
You were on Instagram and you accidentally fucking
No,
cut
this is the thing I took my last girlfriend on. It's Candlelight Visual.
in New York.
A vigil.
No, it was
Who
it was
died?
in Cleveland.
I see. I did that.
This is
with
New
my
York
dad.
City.
I know, but that was the thing. That's the thing it was like.
I got you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Aside from Valentine's Day, back to the online dating thing. This is what you guys got to get yourselves posted on. Are we dating the same guy?
Oh God.
Because
Are you on that site now?
I'm telling you, I've been posting on it like 4 or 5 times, but every time that I get posted there, the DMs are fucking just off the chain. Like
How would you even get posted on that thing in the first place? Though?
What he said, it was like
Girls.
for a lot of people, it's like it's like imagine if you've been dating for like 10 years in like the same area. So one girl like says, "Hey, has anybody dated this guy?" Or I think it's called "Are we dating the same guy?"
yeah.
And basically, it's like when girls think that they're dating a player or fucking the guy who's married or whatever, and they blast him. They put him on blast. They put his fucking picture on this website. And I don't know how many members are in that group, but I think
Thousands.
I think it's like
Thousands.
15,000.
There's groups. It's regional too.
Yeah,
And
yeah, they're all over the place. This one, the one out here is like it's like Cleveland, Medina, Strongsville, Akron, or
Akron.
something like that.
The
So
intent-
David gets his fucking face posted on it. They post a picture of him, and they're like, "Hey, I'm talking to this guy. Does anybody know him?" And like, it is like blasphemy. Like they're like, "That dude had a huge dick, and he fucked me so hard I couldn't walk for 6 weeks." And the other chick's like, "Yeah, I wanted to have all his babies, but he said he already had 5, and he wasn't gonna have no more." And like the other one's
Is that
like,
real?
he made too much fucking money, and he like looked at me as a peasant girl because like I couldn't afford his $1 million lifestyle. It was crazy. Like they talked all this shit about poor David. You can see it if you go to the Facebook page. What's that group called?
It's called "Fuck Off."
They were just mad hating on the dude for
the,
all his success, and fucking we congratulate him on it. Congratulations on all his success.
The intended purpose of that site is important because there are dangerous people out there. So for sure, like, so to that point, like, if you want to go looking for information on people, but in my case, it was for somebody that got friend zoned and was bitter about it, because that's really what this is. It's entertainment, but those that are posting on it, these women definitely need help. Onlinetherapy.com. We have the link on the website. Use our code.
Absolutely.
Use our code. You get our discount. You women need help. But my point was that they want to try and shit talk you, but then all those other bad bitches are all, well, let's go talk to this guy all of a sudden. So yeah, you guys just get yourself posted.
Well, yeah,
there.
that's a very common
we
thing.
should do research on that.
We should.
Like honestly, like I
Yeah.
should have my
Oh, yeah.
wife. I should have my wife post a picture of me on there and be like, "This is my husband. We've been married for 8 years. Which one of you bitches is dating him?" And just see what people come up with, because I'm just curious as like if people would just lie.
Yeah.
Like I think people just
yeah.
lie on
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
100%.
Well, wasn't there an old website back in the early 2000s that would rat on people that were cheating? And,
Yeah, that's basically what it
Yeah,
is.
but
Yeah.
it's not a Facebook, but it was an actual website.
was,
website. Was it? I forget what it's
They
called.
had a major lawsuit. And
Yeah, 'cause-
lost.
Is that the
big
one
time.
that they like sneak up on you, like when you were out with a date, like they'd come up to you?
That was the TV show.
Yeah, what was that? Cheaters.
Cheaters.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah, but there was a website.
Dude, that was the best. Like these girls would be like, "I think he's doing something crazy. He like leaves his job at 11 o'clock every night, doesn't come home till 4 in the morning." It's like, yeah, bitch, he's cheating on you. And they're like, but maybe you guys could look into this and see what's going on, and then like follow the guy with the fucking hidden cameras and shit like that. And they'd be like, "Excuse me, sir, don't you have a girlfriend at home?" And they'd be like, "Yeah." And they're like, "What are you doing here?" And he'd be like, "Hooking up with other chicks." What the fuck? What do you mean? Why are you following me? Like, it's funny because like people would like you'd be calling them out and they didn't give two shits. They thought it was fucking hilarious.
Oh, I can't.
Can't find it.
I got posted on that too
Th-
by my
there's-
ex-wife. Actually,
It was like an old website from the early 2000s.
Yep.
Because two of my friends, two of my military friends, got posted on it, and they were laughing about the whole way because their wives wanted to divorce them. So after their wives divorced them, a month later they got a new girlfriends, and then as soon as the girlfriends, their ex-wives, found out, they posted both of them on the website, and it was hilarious. He was just laughing his ass off about all the shit they were lying about.
All right.
I know we ain't seen him in a while, but we need to post Andrew on that website.
Andrew.
Blandrew.
oh no names. No
I just said.
Yeah, no names, dude.
I
I
said
love
Blandrew. No
names.
one's
What do
gonna
you
know.
mean no names? We've been using names all night.
True.
Yeah, just
Half
first.
names.
No last names
Did
anyway.
you find a website?
I've kind
I feel
of
like we
given
should
up on it.
definitely
But,
use last
yeah.
names.
I forget what it was
actually
called.
have
It was not like
Comment
fucking
if you would like us to
something.
use full names and talk complete shit. Speaking of, we've got some amazing guests coming up over the next couple of
My name
weeks.
is Edward Williams. If you want to talk.
If you want to shit on somebody, I'm your man.
Right here, this guy. Right here.
Anyhow, please comment in the YouTube comments if you would like to shit on Ed, and we'll be happy to connect you two so that you guys can live happily ever after. And I will pay for your first meal at Dumpster Corral.
No, come on, dude. Somewhere somewhat classy, like
Somewhere
20 bucks.
classy.
McDonald's, baby. We're talking about.
Olive Garden. Olive
Applebee's.
Garden is a classy joint.
Make sure you eat the chunky peanut butter before it.
Oh my gosh! All right, so
Eat a lot of corn.
Perfect.
Wow.
all right, so it's Valentine's Day.
Anthony's dying over here.
Anthony.
I will not shit on your
Where are
chest.
you?
Stop it.
So right now you're in talking stage.
Yeah.
Now, what does that exactly mean? Let's talk about the stages of dating. What is talking stage? Because that one intrigues me.
So where it seems to be is like we've stated intentions of being interested in each other, going on dates, but we are not exclusive. Where she's we're allowed to talk to other people. We don't. We're very upfront about it. And I told her specifically like, hey, if you talk to someone else, like
So you're dating. You're courting.
we're recording. I guess it's
Isn't that like why do we fucking rearrange all this shit? Like talking stage. You mean
Yeah.
dating? Like
What
that's
is
all,
it-
I
What
think
is
it came from the online thing because, like, before you've met, you're talking and you don't want to say, well, I met somebody online. You just say, oh, we're talking.
it's funny, but they use it in high school.
Yeah.
Like my daughter's like, oh, we're in the talking stage. I'm like,
Well,
what
I
is
think
that?
it bled over into that to where then it's just sort of been homogenized.
It's like where you, like what
where
does
you're
talking stage
pre-dating.
mean? Like you're talking about maybe you're interested in each other, but you're not interested in each other, but you don't want to know each other.
well
like,
with her and I, it's like I talk about my life goals, like or my things I want, like with my shared religious goals or expectations, and then shared
what does that
family.
mean? What does that mean?
So like
So does that mean she has to believe in Jesus Christ as the Lord
So
and Savior?
I believe she has. Yeah, I would like her to be Christian along those lines, and with the family goals of wanting children. So, one, she has issues with her religion. She's seen a lot of horrible things and is on the line of, well, how can there be a God if I've seen such horrible things? And I'm not saying she's horrible for thinking that. That's just where she's at. And then with the kid, she doesn't know if she wants children as of yet. So I'm getting to know her as a person as we discuss more about the deeper things and get to know more about those.
Does she have children right now?
She does not.
How long you guys been dating or talking?
A month? I want to say about a month.
Well, that's not very long. at
Yeah,
all.
it's
That's a lot. That's actually very short to like. How about like, what side of the bed do you like to sleep on?
no, I'm the man. I sleep on the side closest to the door. Because that's
Wow, he's really fast about that one.
That's good.
it's like why you walk on the side closest to the side.
So when you're talking, so are you fucking?
yes,
Okay, so I mean, I'm just curious.
So
'cause,
it's like more than talking. It's dating.
Am I allowed to watch?
I will not shit on your
escalated
chest.
quickly.
Wow, went from 1 to 10
Wow.
to like,
We could probably
okay.
get his dog to shit on your chest. Though. That's probably an
she
option.
would. Lisa would definitely
Yeah.
do that to you.
She would let
Yeah.
me watch.
Yeah, I mean, it's just for context here, right?
Yeah.
So you're talking, but there is sex, and you're already picking
So you're
bed sides and
fucking
everything.
dating. Like, why does it have to be a talking stage? Like, you're
But it's
dating.
not. It's
Man,
not.
I
Once you
don't.
have
Like
make-
that's what
sex.
dating used to be, is like figuring out if there's something long
And
term there.
I
the
agree.
label.
I
It's
don't
the
make the rule.
label.
It's just where it's at this point in time and going with what's
All right, so
easy
you're
recognizable.
fucking dating. Wait,
Sure. Okay. Then I am dating this lady. Yes.
All right, this lady. All right, so what does she do for a living?
She is a. I don't exactly know the exact title for it. She is.
How
Works
do you
for
know
schools
her
for
vagina, but you don't know her job title?
No. I know what she does. I don't know what they call it. It's like a behavioral therapist for children. She goes through schools and
She's a counselor?
Problems. Yeah, well, sort of
Guidance counselor?
Again, I'm pretty sure therapist was used specifically by her when she said it.
So then just say she's a therapist.
Let's go with that. Speaking of
that's
therapy,
good luck with that.
onlinetherapy.com.
Yeah, you can find the link on our website, guysnight.com.
Use our code.
Make sure you use the code, get that discount. So, all right. So you guys have been talking for a month, fucking for a month, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And, all right, if you had to pick 2 things that you really like about her and 2 things that you're concerned about, what would those 2 things be?
Well, the 2 things concerned, I've already stated. I'm
Not sure about
I'm
kids.
concerned about
Jesus.
I'm concerned about shared values along those lines and religious. And that doesn't make her a bad person either way. Just it's a like if I'm going to church every Sunday and if we have kids, like I won't take them to church. And if she ends up being like I don't really believe in God, and it's now counterpoint. And then if having kids, period. So those are 2 things I am concerned about. But we haven't gotten to the deeper stuff on that yet. 2 things I love about it, and this is beginning stages, so it's easy. She's low maintenance at this point. She's very relaxed when we go out. And she always tries to fight me when I try to pay for things. Like we're going on a date or we're going out, I'm paying, obviously. And it's my way of showing respect to her. I'm like, hey, no, you're good, I got it. And she always wants to fight me. Like, no, I'll pay for half. Don't worry about it. But most of them are like that in the beginning. And another thing is, I like
in the beginning, but then afterwards, they're just like,
towards-
"Oh, you got this. Your bank account."
pretty much, or something like that. But and then another thing I really like about her is she's very open and honest with things. Like I've had a couple guys one guy in our friend group in particular that who will not be named even first name keeps asking her out on dates, and she's turned him down multiple times and showed me screenshots of it, and she told me about it. She's been very open and honest at least about that. So
does she tell him that she's dating you?
yeah, at least in the text
And
screenshots
what does
I've
Lester
seen.
think about that?
Oh, name.
Wait, is it
Yeah,
Lester?
yeah,
I was totally just taking a winging guess at that.
You drank too much.
No, I'm fucking 2 glasses in. I feel great. I was
So-
just told, I was like, let's just. I just
flip
wanted to
the
fuck with
tongue.
him. I honestly just pulled the name out of the hat. I feel like I could have pulled about 5 dudes that we fucking hang out with. That would
You
fucking-
couldn't have said my name.
No.
So the gentleman in question
Vomito poupon?
We could edit that out.
said he is he was like, oh, I thought it was this, and I'll stop asking. But it's taking supposedly, again, according to her, that it's taken multiple times of telling him so for him to stop.
Maybe she just wants you to feel like she's got you got some competition. She's got options.
Oh, I'm sure she has options. She's an attractive woman with a good job. I'm sure she has options.
Yeah.
It's just, but but that's just where we're at.
So
with it.
it's funny you bring up religion, actually, because we just had a young man who thought he found his religious matchmake, and Jesus was
that
leading
Lester?
him down. It was not Lester. Jesus
You're
was
gonna
le-
make it harder to edit the name out if you're gonna keep saying it.
I'm not editing anything. It takes way too much fucking
Sorry.
time. Like, you know what? This is what happens when you drink bourbon on Valentine's Day. And for those that aren't here, that could definitely be here because they were all invited.
Fuck
Yeah.
you.
To be fair, this guy who thought he found the love of his life through church, I also went to church with her. So
I still go to
Are you
church.
saying
with her.
you thought she was the love of your life too?
I still go to church with her. She is a lovely lady.
I know she is.
hey, get
I'm
in
not
line.
saying she isn't.
I am in line. I have a ticket. It's number 7.
Lucky number 11.
I'm 2.
Oh, who's 1?
I
don't know.
I think church is such a fucking scam when it comes to relationships. Like, why should that play
100%.
any factor in the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with? I understand you're like, oh, she doesn't believe. Okay, so what if she believes that the Browns are the fucking best team in the fucking NFL? You're going to fucking stop dating her?
Well, I already knew she was stupid because she's dating me. So, like, obviously, that's the next step is thinking. the
Right.
Browns are
So
the best.
what I'm saying is, like, we talk about religion and we have quite a few people coming on. In fact, Nico the Dragon's coming on in the next couple of weeks, and like religion following Jesus followed as a big part of where his life is at. And we just had the guys from Prison Fellowship come on, and I understand the reasoning behind finding Jesus and the benefits it could bring. But when it comes to a relationship, this is somebody you're going to spend the rest of your life with. You're not spending the rest of your life with somebody that is going to meet every single one of your criterias. So if they just generally have let's say they don't believe in Jesus Christ. There's a lot of reasons not to. You can look all over the world map right now, and I can find probably 6 or 7 of them very quickly. So if I don't believe in Jesus Christ, but I do believe that you should treat people correctly, that you should be loyal in your relationships, that you should create a family, love your family, protect and provide for your family. Like if I meet all those criteria, and I treat you like a man, and I respect your decisions, and I give you all this ability, why should the fact that I don't want to go to church on a Sunday and believe in Jesus Christ affect our relationship any more than if I wanted you to come to every single Dallas Cowboys game and be a Dallas Cowboy fan?
So I would typically agree with that on the fact of like, and especially when I was younger, I was very open even more than that, where like, okay, you don't have to be Christian, or, you know, you don't have to be conservative towards this line, because, you know, I'm willing to work with it, because if we treat each other with a certain respect and roles and things of that nature, we can make it work. I just started learning what was better for my type, of at least as a basis level of it. But as was said with it, just because I'm concerned about it, also, it does not disqualify, because as you said, like, you know, you could be agnostic, or you could be just not belief, but you're okay with the children being raised Christianity, or you won't, you know, argue with me constantly about my, you know, my theistic views or anything of that nature. So
that part especially, like, so one of the things that I do think specifically when it comes to like differences in relationship, like let's say religion, because that's what we're talking about right now. If you're Jewish and I'm Christian, like I'm not gonna like harp you on how many times you go to a Jewish church versus a Christian church or whatever
temple,
the case may be.
they call it temple.
They call it a
fuck,
synagogue.
I believe in
I'm
the,
sorry, I thought it was temple. Apologize.
but you know what I mean? Like, so like, I'm not going to harp on you on if that's what you want. Just like, I don't expect you to harp on what I do or what I do with my free time or what my hobbies are, etc. So outside of that though, like what, if they're not harping on you and they're saying, hey, do what you need to do, how's that different than them telling you to chase your dreams, chase your hobbies or whatever, even though I don't want to be part of it?
No, I mean, if they're supporting it, even with not being involved with it, that's great. I'm just saying, I've seen, typically, I want my shared values in that nature, and that's more of a green flag than that, but as does not disqualify to be against it. It's just what I've seen for, I've been setting standards of what I've been seeing from people, but they're not hard lines on it. I mean, it literally does call for you to be equally yoked in your faith and pursuit of faith for Jesus in a relationship. So that's literally what's called for, but also on my personal level, you know, I'm not the most perfect Christian. Obviously, nobody's a perfect Christian, but it's just
Danny
what I've
is a
been
perfect
seeing.
Christian. No sex until marriage. See where that got him.
I mean, listen, he's not having sex, not even religiously involved. He just wants people to shit on his chest, you know?
Hey,
Jesus
but-
Christ.
I like how we did a complete 180 from prostitution in Amsterdam to talking about religion
Jesus
and
Christ.
relationships.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
are you gonna do?
But I'm the same way though.
We're all
I believe
balanced.
the same. I believe in the same what you're saying.
But-
I think we have to.
Yeah, but that's what it's called for, and I agree with you. It is not the end all beat all, but I have noticed as far as relationship works, and I mean, you can look up the statistics. I'm sure we've had it before, but of divorces, you know, one of the main factors has been, you know, religion or things of that nature. You know, religion, money, family, politics.
I don't think religion's up there. But here's another thing
I would
too,
say
though.
religion's up there. Religion's up there.
I've seen divorces that didn't happen because of religion. That should
I've
definitely happen. But
I've
they're
seen
like,
those too, where they lived in separate houses because they were not going to get divorced. Like they decided they weren't going to divorce, but they couldn't live together.
Right? Yeah,
I've
like,
100% seen that.
fuck that, dude.
And I agree, and I'm just saying, as far as what I'm looking for on the shared morality and faith and things of that nature,
It's
that's what I'm
not
looking
even
for.
in the top 8.
Really.
Yeah, infidelity is number 1. Financial, communication,
Physical abuse,
domestic.
emotional abuse, substance abuse, financial issues, different life goals, lack of communication, religious differences is the last one.
So that would be like 10. Then or something.
I don't know. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
it's still. Hey, listen. It's still on the list.
It's still on the list. It's not as high as I would have thought it would have been. I will acknowledge.
You know
that,
what's
but-
not on the list? Getting your chest pooped on.
Because they always do it.
What about open relationship? There was no open relationship on there.
I do not.
I don't
count
think
relationships
open
as
relationships follow the same. I don't think they fall under the religious terms.
They don't. That's the only problem that I have with religion. Is
No, allowed. So you want an open relationship?
I think so.
So you'd be okay with your wife getting plowed by another dude?
Yeah.
That is fucking mind-boggling to me. Like I'm pretty sure I have some friends that are in a relationship I would consider open,
No names.
and I'm not using names because I don't want him to hate me.
Rhymes with.
Actually, I don't want my wife to hate me.
Well, I have a few.
I have to be careful what I like. I have no problem
Sandy?
speaking my mind, but my wife is like, you just put a target on my back too, and then I have to deal with that. So,
Oh, no.
any of you guys who are married knows you don't want to deal with
I
that.
have quite a few friends that are open marriage, or they're swingers, or they're both.
I think there's a fucking lack of fucking manhood in the household if you're letting your wife get
You've
fucking
tried
railed by another
talking.
dude.
There was a dry spell period I had there for a second, and Evan literally tried saying, "Hey, man, I know a lot of women in open marriages, and I can give you some numbers."
Yeah, I do. I have a few friends that literally I'm still the first time that ever happened to me. I was like, what the fuck did I? Because make it a long
So
story
you
short.
fucked your friend's wife?
Yes, I'm not gonna lie.
Dirtbag, dude.
I just no. The funny thing is,
There's nothing funny about it. That's such a shitty thing to do.
Well, he was literally he's like you want to come over and play some Halo? He literally called me over to play Halo. It was Halo 2. This is like 2011. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll come over after work, after I'm done working at the bar. Come over and play Halo. And he's like, and his wife and him, he's in the recliner playing Halo, and his wife's on the couch with what's it called? A robe on. I'm like, hi, Lisa. What are you fucking doing?
No
here?
names, please.
Names.
They
obviously don't care.
You
they
fucked
don't
my
care.
dog.
Yeah.
Wait, wow, Lisa has a robe?
Yeah, wait. What did she in a row?
I'm like, hey, what's going on, Lisa? And she's like, hey, what's up? And he's like, he pauses the game. He's like, I didn't call you over to play Halo. Me and my wife have been talking. I'm gonna be deployed soon.
He bait and switched you.
Yeah, I'm like, and he's a Marine, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, would you call me over here then? He's like, we had some talks. We want you to. I'm like, is this like a double trick or something? Because I don't want to fucking do this, and then you stab me in the back or you kill me or something down the road. He's like, no, this is all legit. We had a talking, we communicated. I'm like, what the fuck?
And how did you feel
All about
about
that.
Lisa?
I wish I knew that.
I was like,
And how did you feel about Lisa?
I was like, I don't know if I
Was she attractive?
Was she a redhead?
She was attractive. It just took me a very, very long. It literally took them an hour and a half to 2 hours to talk me into it.
Did he have to watch?
No, he was just downstairs playing. He was downstairs playing video games.
Wait,
the
so
whole
you
time.
fucked her while he was still not
Yeah.
deployed?
I was like, what the? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna play some video games. Come down, and join me when you're done.
Couldn't do it.
I was like,
Yeah,
100% do it. It would
I'm
take me
with
2
Will.
seconds.
No, that was
Tell
like-
me that, I'm
was like
going
the-
in there.
That was like the first time that's ever happened to me. I'm like, I couldn't believe that actually literally happened. I'm still, to this day, I'm still going over.
How many times did you fuck her while he was deployed?
Like 4 or 5 times.
Okay, Jody.
Yeah, it literally. He's like, because he's like, I'd rather have you have sex with her than some other guy she meets.
Or
at a
she
bar.
could just be a faithful fucking hoe, like not be a hoe. Like, hey, honey, I'm going to Iraq to fight a fucking war. Do you mind not being a hoe for like 6 months to a year while I'm fucking fighting for your freedom and shit?
They had an open marriage. I didn't even know about this until he was getting deployed. He's like, we have an open marriage. We swing sometimes at some of these clubs. I don't feel comfortable with her
Leaving her alone 'cause she's
Yeah.
a hoe. She just,
I'm
she
like-
just walks around with her fucking wet pussy fucking flopping in the fucking wind, just
So
begging to
I'm
be
like,
fucked.
so you throw me the fucking.
I'm with him on this. I am completely against open
And
marriages.
that's what I'm like. That's what I said when I was from 19.
That's what masturbation's for.
No, honestly.
From high school and college, I was a whore. I tell people that I
You're
was
still a whore. I love you, but you're still a whore.
Dude, that's crazy to me. Like, to me,
I still can't believe it. To this day, I still can't believe. But that was a different time, different.
for those that are out there in open relationships, like, if it works for you, that's great.
Yeah.
But I look at you as like less of a man. Like, honestly, if you're letting your wife get fucking plowed, because here's what I'm gonna tell you right now. Not everybody in here has the biggest. At this table, not everybody here has the biggest dick in the room.
I have the smallest.
No,
Yeah,
bullshit.
dude,
I had the
you're about right.
smallest.
So let's take this room times 2, times 3, times 4, whatever. You let your wife get railed by 4 or 5 dudes. Eventually, that pussy's not going to feel the same. For one, and two, somebody's going to fuck her better than you eventually.
To be fair, just to say this right here, having sex with the same person seems repetitive. Just seems insanely repetitive. Like if I came home from work, if I came home from work and I was like, you know what, I just want to go to bed, and she wants to fuck someone, I'm like, listen, go fuck someone. You'll be fine. Listen, as long as you come back to me.
No fucking way.
I don't know. For me, if I get in a serious relationship, it's me only. Plain and simple.
Like just yourself?
Just myself.
You're just fucking yourself.
Well, listen,
He said he wasn't big enough for
I
that.
don't mean to call you out on it. How recently did you come up with that? Because remember the Stones and Crystals lady, the talk we had
Well,
about her.
that was like 5 years ago. That was my
Okay,
last
so
girlfriend.
you've changed since then.
Yeah,
on that. Okay.
I'm like, no, I can't.
I don't mean that like as calling out receipts as like hey
Yeah,
man,
no,
what about
no.
this? It's more like just
Yeah, but again, over 5 years and just seeing how my life has changed, I'm like, I can't do like when I was in my teens and 20s. If you knew me back then, I was slinging my fucking. I'm surprised I don't have a kid.
my shit all over Ed's chest.
oh my
It was everywhere.
No, I was bad.
Golden Corral.
I was bad. And
Them motherfuckers need a sponsor.
We
us by the
need-
time.
we
I
need-
mean, we got
All right.
2.5 hours of content, and I'm pretty sure we mentioned Golden Corral.
All right. What about this though? What about this though? Like, would you want to watch your friends have sex
No, I
with
have
their
a girl.
significant other? Like, would you?
no.
Like, watch one of my friends have sex with their wife?
Yeah.
No. The fuck? No.
You don't like. That doesn't.
No.
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 Doesn't
Definitely
satisfy
not.
you.
No.
No.
Not with their wife, but I mean, I've had that like where like you're at a party and like your buddy's hooking up and you're just
Yeah.
like peeking over like yeah.
I mean, I had my buddy's bachelor party. Like, it's funny. This is before I met my wife, thank God, so I could tell this story. It was
Sure.
It was my buddy's bachelor party. It was his second wedding, and this is my best friend. These brothers for fucking life, dude. And actually, shit. Oh well.
You already said it. You fucking said it already.
Hopefully not everybody's listening to this.
So next
anyhow,
story.
All right, so we have bachelor party. We're all going to fucking Vegas. At that point, I'm doing pretty well for my life. My divorce has been over for a while, so I'm back in my own house and all that shit. And I was like, you know what? I'm ordering prostitutes for everybody. I got fucking like 6, 7, 8 of them coming to the hotel room when we get there. So we get to the hotel. First of all, like they cut us off on the flight. On the flight over there, they cut us off. They're like, "You guys had too much to drink." We're like, "The fuck?" They're like, "Well, actually, you just drink all the Jack Daniels." That's how fucked up we were when we got there. So we all get to the hotel in Vegas and. Fucking just like promised, they're all sitting there at the door when we walk in. I'm like, sweet, it's perfect. We all get to the fucking suites and we're like, hey, what's happening? And like everybody's like, I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, we got fucking strippers here. Let's roll, dude. And so anyway, they all fucking pushed out, and I was like, all right, so, sorry, here's your fucking money for showing up. Have a good night. We're going out.
They were
Anyhow,
probably happy as fuck. They didn't have to have sex and they got paid.
so later that night, we're like walking down the strip, and like this dude, you know, if you ever been to Vegas, anybody here? Not
Oh yeah, I've been to Vegas.
You're walking down the strip, and you get, "What's up, man? You want to party with some white chicks?" You know what I mean? And so my buddy's like, yeah, and he's like, hold on 1 second. And like this girl comes by dressed in like regular fucking clothes. Like if you know anything about Vegas, like you can usually point out the fucking prostitutes, the fucking like you know who's fucking This chick looked like a fucking. She just got off the fucking plane, like she was in some regular jeans and t-shirt and shit. And she's like, hey, I gotta come follow me. She's like, you want to like, you know, do a little bit more than just fucking cocaine? And my buddy's like, yeah, of course, my fucking best. Yeah, of course. So anyhow, we go back to the hotel, and this is the first time where it's like a rap video. Like he did, like we're all in the fucking room, we're all partying together, we're all fucking snorting cocaine together, and fucking all of a sudden, she's like laying on the bed face down with her ass cheeks in the air. My buddy does a line on the fucking ass cheeks. And like we're all sitting there in the room, and then like he like walks off with her, and like we had like a big shower in our room. So like we're all like talking, everybody's fucked up, and if you ever done coke, you know everybody starts getting loud and fucking obnoxious, and it's crazy, and fucking all of a sudden we look up and like the shower's on, and she's up against the glass, and my buddy's fucking banging her against the fucking glass. So yeah, there's been an opportunity where I've seen my buddy fucking another chick against the fucking glass of a fucking shower, and we're all high on cocaine. It was a good fucking time, but I'm not voluntarily like, hey, people I know that I can't mention on, can we watch you guys fuck? Like, no, that's not something I want to do.
So what concerns me is they turned out, I'm assuming they were high class escorts that you originally bought for them.
Yeah, I didn't
For
fucking
the-
cheap out. I spent fucking $600 just to fucking show
She's
up.
been tested last month. Do you want to try this?
That's a Cleveland escort. Oh, God. I'm sure in Cleveland you'd have to fucking, like, I'm going to need 4 pages of documents.
I'm gonna
signed
need your
off
pedigree.
doctor letter.
Need your My Health profile.
What's oh god? What's the one that registers the dogs breeds?
The AKC.
Embark.
I'm gonna need your NKC documentation or the pedigree. I'm gonna need your pedigree.
Well, I was gonna say I got one of my girlfriends. That
Evan's got a live one.
I got one of my girlfriends. She's up right now in the bath.
Wait, what?
I'm not sure what I'm looking at here.
What are you
Well, this girl I've known for years. I'm not gonna say names, and she knows about my
extracurricular
activities in my early 20s, and she could.
This is the last drink.
You're on. I'm trying to.
And she has stories about me giving me like she literally set me up with some of her girlfriends constantly.
Let me see.
I need to see what she looks like also.
I've got his phone, ladies and gentlemen. Anything you want to see? Comment.
And I'm gonna call her right now. She's
Is that her foot?
Yeah, she's probably not.
Why does her calf look like a fucking table leg?
Can we both suck on her toes?
Oh my god!
Hold on. It's coming out of the water. I was like, God, it looks like a table leg.
Ed, I love you, but with how you talk, like, how has it been a year since you've had sex? Like, you just let it come out your mouth.
Well, okay, technically it hasn't been a year. It's been since September because it was the prostitute. But if you're not counting that,
Because
it's been about a
they're
year,
not
2
people,
months.
right? Yeah.
I mean, they're
Evidently,
people, but you don't
No
count
names.
them. No.
evidently blowjobs
no.
don't count
Oh,
either.
blowjobs.
If you're outside of the U.S., it doesn't count.
Correct.
What?
Evan, no.
What?
Let me see.
Evan, no.
Oh god!
Let me get a foot.
Oh boy.
Can I suck on her toes?
Yeah, you can.
Ask her. Ask her to suck on her toes. I want to suck on her toes.
Evan,
right now.
no. Not even with his dick. Like, no.
I always just wonder what's in Evan's cell phone.
Oh my god!
I have complete control over Evan's cell phone
I
right
want to
now.
see what his penis
No,
looks
no,
like.
Hold on.
seriously, no.
God, dude, what? You guys should just go hook up, but not at my house. I don't want no
seriously,
gauges and
some of that
fucking.
stuff is out of work stuff. No, seriously, give me my stuff back.
He said, "Give me my stuff back."
Give me my stuff
Don't
back.
you have a separate phone for work? I thought you
Oh,
had
look
two
at
phones.
that. Victoria's Secret.
What?
No longer a
No,
secret?
Will, I have some stuff in there that can't give to people.
He's on Instagram.
On your Instagram, I think it'll be okay.
No, I have some stuff that is really important stuff.
It's his
Really
butthole.
important
It's his
Instagram
butthole.
profile stuff.
It's his butthole. It's his butthole. That's what it is.
No.
So
He's like, you're gonna find out why I'm so busy. It's because I send 25 stories to not just you, but everybody else.
50 people, and then I got some stuff that are like, I shouldn't send in some stuff.
What do you mean? Like you're not
When
going to be
he's
able to
horny,
pass the
I'd say
background
when
or
he's
what?
horny, he
Like,
texts these girls.
Like I'm texting some girls I shouldn't be texting.
Like what,
You
girl?
shouldn't be.
Like let's just say old friends that I shouldn't be texting because they're really bad.
Well, how the fuck would I know?
Yeah, what are they, like Democrats?
Because they're not people. You can do that.
I'm just like, holy shit.
Oh my god! All right, so this Valentine's Day special has gone fucking way off fucking track.
love
Oh,
it.
wait.
But hopefully somebody listens to at least a few minutes of this.
You want to see hear her talk?
Is that the foot? No, I don't want to fucking see that shit. No.
Tell her your buddy Ed wants to suck on her
Stop.
toes.
Okay, that's an after show thing. That's
You
just,
should.
Yeah.
You should definitely go for that. I'm married happily.
Happily married. He's
Happily
very
married.
happily
I got a
married.
smoking hot wife.
No, you have-
Valentine's Day for me is going to be a blast. I can't wait. I don't know which one.
Wait, they're
They've
gonna be-
all been so good. I can't even remember what my best one was. You know, what can I tell you?
That's a nice segue right there. Actually, we never heard about
David's.
No, I've said mine. I said, yeah, mine. All the best ones I've had are
the
all
guys,
like
yeah,
with
the
my
guys.
buddies.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
Honestly.
we didn't hear about his best.
yours.
I
That's
mean,
what it was,
define
yours?
best.
I did mine.
You did yours?
Like
Mine
the
was
one
like
I-
a Latino
the
one.
one I most enjoy, or the one that I did best for the one
Yeah,
that I
see,
was
he
dating?
hasn't responded because he says that.
No, because like if I had to say the one I most enjoyed, it'd be when I'm single with my guys. Like the one that I did best was I did it was like a candlelight, but it was like a dueling cellos for she was fancy. Went to musical dinner, dueling cellos, and then of course we did not have sex because it was a 3-year relationship. Why not? But
Isn't that crazy how like you think sex is so important when you first start dating,
Yeah.
but realistically,
It's not really at all. It's like 40% of the relationship.
it is a
it's less
proven
than
way to
that.
bond.
That's
Like
30%.
it does help you bond, at least initially.
Well, I think the other aspect of it is, and my wife would probably disagree with me on this, but there's just so much other stuff that you are focused on all the time, like when you're in a relationship, right? So it's easy, like when you first meet somebody and you first get in that relationship, it's hot, it's about sex, it's about physical connection, but then it's amazing, like you see these couples that talk about online, like how they still keep that same like passion, because it's like you have jobs, you have careers, you have like not getting enough sleep, you have your own personal goals that you're going to. You have family goals. We don't have kids. We have 3 dogs, but I have my daughter who's 16. Like there's all this stuff that's always happening, and then like all of a sudden, like you realize, like shit, we haven't had sex at all in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't even know. You know, it just goes fucking fast, and like it is difficult to, I don't know, see that like as it doesn't become as important as a focus to you every day.
I mean,
But that doesn't mean I want to go out and sleep with other fucking people at the same point in time.
Isn't
Like,
that
that's
what
not-
most people
never-
want, though? Is it's not a strictly physical relationship? Like you care for them more as a person. Like, yes, I'm sure that there wants to be physical.
Oh, whatever.
But
Oh no, sorry. No, sorry.
I'm just saying, isn't that what they claim they want? Emotional availability, honest, kindness, that kind of deal. Like he's giving her that to that. He's just not giving her dick. But
I think that becomes the thing too when you get into relationships though, is like, and you talking about divorces happening after 2 or 3 years, and it's because it's not that you want something better or something different. Like your goals change. Maybe your vision changes. I don't know. Like when you're single, obviously your relationship, you want to get into a relationship. That's your goal, your focus. You're spending all your time talking to people, trying to get into finding the right one, etc. And then once you do that, you're like, okay, now I want to focus on this. I want to focus on that. I want to do this. And I don't know if that's a bad thing. I don't know if it's a good thing. Obviously, family is extremely important to me. I will always protect my wife. I will always make sure there's a roof over our head and that we're always in a good position. But it does tend to create animosity in a relationship at some point in time.
I think that so there's a great book. I can't recall the author's name offhand, but it's called The 5 Love Languages. Adam Chapman, I think it is.
it's been around for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Well, there's a bunch of stuff.
It's
on love
that's not a new
languages.
book, but the one thing that he talks about in this, in fact, I was at lunch with a friend today, and we were just talking about this.
Gary Chapman, by the way.
Gary Chapman.
Pretty close.
Yeah, I knew it was Chapman.
Didn't he
So-
play a star on that? Was the short black guy on that one?
No.
One.
That's Gary Coleman. What you talking about, Willis? But anyway, so one of the things he talks about in the book there is the first 2 years, your only emotion that you tend to focus on is lust, and so this is part of the cornerstone of why a lot of relationships will last 2 to 3 years is during those first 2 times. And again, we are animals at our core, like we're designed to reproduce. So, you spend 2 years thinking about that. And then after that, you really have to think about, okay, well, as that cools off, then what else is going to be the basis of your marriage or your relationship? Is it going to be religion? Are we raising a family? Are we building a business? Are we fucking other people? Whatever it is. You're
Are
going
we
to have
shitting
to
on each other?
shitting on each other. Is Golden
Seems
Corral
like
even
you-
open yet?
and your ideal, like say 30-year marriage, do they just like dump the diaper on you at the end, or how does that work?
Happy
Well,
anniversary.
well, that
Fair,
depends.
To be fair, we have an open relationship.
Wait,
And there's
Relationship?
usually-
Who's with you and Evan?
No,
What
like,
the fuck? Why do you throw me in the fucking mix, you
You guys are
asshole?
definitely
they're
fucking after
typically-
this.
No, I'm not.
They're
I'm going
typical-
home
You're
and going to
pooping on
fucking
him.
bed.
He's
Yeah.
pooping on you. It's a mix. It's
I'm going to fucking bed.
with him.
yeah, with me.
I'm just going home.
With me. I'm about to order us some Taco Bell.
No.
David, on back to what you pointed out for that. One of the things I thought about or heard recently, and it's a good thought. I'm sure we all thought about, is what you're willing to give as your love language. Like, say you want to give time and affection is different always than what they want to receive. Like some people prefer quality time, as other people prefer like gifts or something like that, or words of affirmation. So it's always been super duper fun trying to get ones that match, or at least trying to cooperate and compromise to find out what works for both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you ever match.
There's no such thing as 100%
I don't- I-
match.
well, I don't
Everybody
even-
has their own life
Yes.
in the relationship. Like my friend's wife and him, they don't see each other Monday through Friday. They never see each other, but during the weekend they hang out with each other every day. But Monday through Friday, he works in the morning and she works a night shift.
Is this and a serious question? This is not one of the open relationships.
No,
right?
not an
Okay.
open relationship at all. And then during the weekend comes around, from Friday night until Sunday night, they're almost all the time with each other, like all the time. But again, it works out for them because they own have their own personal life in and outside of work.
Well,
during the week.
Here's one thing I will say about relationships. It's no different than when you're single and you're looking to date.
Mm-hmm.
When you use social media as a guideline, it's easy to always think that your relationship is not as good as everybody else's, and it's easy to think that it could be better, and it's easy to blame your partner, and it's easy to find mistakes, it's easy to find flaws, it's easy to find somebody that's better than the partner you're with. And that's just a matter of like that's a different world we live in that as humans we're still trying to adapt to, because like we said, it's about that dopamine hit. It's about that, hey, you know what? 5 people complimented my shoes today, but on Facebook I only got 7 likes.
Womp womp.
You know what I mean? And it comes back to that when it comes to relationships. Like, oh, you know, it's funny. I put my own relationship on blast. There's been times where my wife's been like, oh, this couple, or oh, this couple. And it's like, oh, yeah, that couple? Like, because you find out later down the road that couple has been, one of them's been sleeping around behind the other's brick for the last 4 years.
You say that,
you know, and it's like, why would you compare yourselves to another relationship at any point in time? It's no different. If I look on Instagram, I can find 100,000 fucking people that are more successful than me, that are maybe more jacked than me, that are better physical condition than me, that are more successful at their jobs, that have better careers. I can always find somebody better than me. Like, there's fucking 300 million just in our country alone. Like, so how would you not expect to be like, oh, I can find a better relationship than mine? Like, fuck, I could turn on the lights right now and look at Facebook and Instagram, and everybody I know, holy shit, every single person I know is in a better relationship than I am. They're all so happy. They just travel the world. They just fucking have crazy sex all over the place.
But then
they're so happy. Their kids are perfect. They're all going to private school. Meanwhile, Jody's fucking her and fucking Leslie's fucking him. And between the 4 of them, they're all, it's just.
Leslie's fucking him, man.
There was.
You know what I mean? It's like, why are we comparing ourselves to other couple? Like, if you're happy in your relationship and you're happy, if you're in the talking stage and that makes you happy, fucking good for you. If you're married and that makes you happy, good for me. If you're secretly, liking what he's putting down when it comes to pooping on chest,
what? Get out of here!
I mean, there was.
Then hey, that's okay. Don't fucking worry about what other people think. Do you? That's all that should matter.
Love is love. You know what I'm saying?
Love is fucking love. That's right. Happy Valentine's Day.
False.
Love is love.
I'm going to love my pillow when I get home.
To be fair, all right. What's funny is like I've been like doing like this leg rubs
you're on video, me looking at him just gone.
For like the last 2 hours and 40 minutes, I've been doing it, or like grabbing his hand like this. I've been on there the whole time.
Why is Ed grabbing my leg?
It's good. It's a good thing the table conceals the erection.
Well, you wouldn't see it anyway. It's very small.
Very small.
But your pubes are longer than it is.
Obviously, yeah. No, I'm manscaped. I'm an adult. So it's funny you mentioned that there was a study done, I believe it was by Stanford, that said there's a certain threshold where the more couples post about the relationship, like, look how happy we are. Yeah. It's actually compensating for how unhappy they are. So like a lot of times, the less some people obviously there's a certain level that people post, it's fine, but they did it. It was a survey and a study through Stanford that was like, hey, like, like if you post so many times, like, look how happy we are, like, oh, happy 1 year and 1 month, babe, I'm so glad we made it, kind of stuff like that. And then they post 3 more posts that week. Well, shit, somebody's fucking somebody else. Kind of stuff. Like it's something bad going on. Like a lot of times, it's the more people post because they're looking for validation outside the relationship. They're looking for other people to like tell them, oh, I'm so jealous of you, getting that dopamine hit when the relationship isn't working. But it's funny you mentioned that. It was literally I read the other day because I've always had that thought, but it's nice when studies confirm our own bias.
Well, I mean, it's the same reason we talked about dating profiles. Like, oh, well, why are you not happy talking to the fucking chunky chubber chick? Why? Because your friend's not dating that one, or somebody on Facebook that's fatter than you or less successful than you is dating a hot chick. So like you feel like you should date a hot chick, like. Instead of just looking as like individuals, like, hey, this is the relationship that I want. This is the person that I want to be with. Like, who gives a fuck what anybody else thinks? Yep. I mean, it is what it is. Like, because honestly, you're the person that has to wake up with that person every single day. It's just about finding somebody that you're going to enjoy spending that time with. And honestly, like, you know, you talk about the 80-20 rule, but if you can fucking find somebody that is active, if you're an active person, if that you find somebody that enjoys travel person, like you find those 3 or 4 things that are super important to you. I'm telling you right now, you could do away with the other 20%.
Yep.
Like you don't really care about that.
So-
And there's going to be times every day you're going to come across somebody, whether it's on social media or it's somebody you meet along the way, that's going to have that 20% you gave up, right? It's going to have those 1 or 2 traits that you're like, oh, I really wish my fucking spouse had that. But you know what? There's 80% of that you'll never have. Whether it's putting together some crazy fucking wolf dog puzzle at fucking 2:00 in the morning or whatever you know you do with that partner, like you're going to be much happier with that 80% matching that it's going to last a lot longer.
I completely agree. Yeah.
All right, we're running out of time. It's 10:15. I have jiu-jitsu at 6:30 in the morning. And speaking
No.
of,
I gotta get up at fucking 5.
well, you coming to jiu-jitsu?
No, I gotta do a sales route tomorrow.
Oh, well, all right. Hey, listen up if you've listened this long, and congratulations if you have. We got some huge shows coming up. We are actually going to be doing a show with Elevate Wrestling Company. They are building a new place here in Medina where they're going to be doing jiu-jitsu tomorrow morning. Well, at this point, it'll be today. They are going to be doing their first open mat free to get in, and pretty excited about that. So I'll be up there tomorrow to roll with them. We also have Big Dog Daddy Barbecue from Medina. He's opened up his second place. He's
So
going to be
good.
joining us.
So good.
Dude, it is amazing.
Yeah.
And his menu that he's got set up for the common grounds here in Medina is super fantastic. We had a chance to kind of test it out a little bit. So we're excited to have him on. We also have a special guest. Haven't had him on. And for those that are familiar with how this original podcast began, you may know the name but not know the person. Bob Baroni is going to be joining us come the 22nd to do a special on bourbon. We're going to talk about some kind of rare and special bourbon things that are out there and how to chase them, how to collect them, etc. We've also got some shows coming on too. So if you haven't liked, subscribed, follow the channel, make sure that you check us out on Instagram. I post out there whenever we're going to list some stuff. But yeah, we've got a lot going on. We're actually trying to work out something again with the All Hazard team and the Medina EMT and firefighters as far as getting them back on to talk about post-traumatic stress syndrome and how that kind of affects their opportunities and what they've done to start that. So we've got a ton of shows coming up. Please make sure that you guys are checking them out. And once again, if you want to be on the show, please contact us, support@guysnight.com, and comment if there's something you'd like to see us do, if there's someone you'd like us to talk to, if there's somebody in the area that is willing to come on. We've got Luke coming from Indiana this Saturday to kind of come in and talk a little about some stuff. So a lot of stuff going on. We've got a huge schedule. David, is there anything else you want to add?
Oh, man. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Ooh-ah. Ed, what else you got?
Nothing.
For me to poop on.
No, God.
Evan, how about
I
you,
think I'm
buddy?
going home with
No.
Evan tonight.
You going home with Evan tonight?
I think so.
Oh,
Good luck,
hell
gentlemen.
no, I am going home.
Happy
with a
Valen-Guys
bad-
Day.
Why do you gotta pick on me like that? Look at he's even picking on me now.
I don't think he's picking on you. I think he's hitting on you.
That's
It's
flirting.
both. It's both.
Valen-Guys Day. What can you
Yep.
say? And hey,
Hit on
here's to
Anthony.
the
Anthony
talking
needs some-
stage and moving on beyond it.
Oh,
Good luck,
There
gentlemen.
we go.
To those celebrating something tomorrow, congratulations. To those who are not, that's okay. You can do better.
I'm sleeping.
And hey, for those out there trying to date, don't be a bitch. Fucking put some effort into it and find that person that you're looking for, and hopefully all the successes come to you. David, we got something to do with this wheel over here or what?
Do we want to do that? Let's do that.
Let's do the wheel.
Hold on.
Well, we need some backstory for that though too.
All right, let's
What are
split
we
it up.
holding on for though? Evan's got something. Here.
Oh God, the backstory in that is a long one though.
Well, they can go back and watch the old episode, but
Yeah.
so we had this idea a while back where we talked about other places on the globe where we could go where there's more women than men and more opportunity, right? So the list is really long, but we did boil it down to a top 5. And I think we all agreed, right? We would spin the wheel, and where it would land, we'd take a trip.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to make sure it's in front
I remember
of Anthony.
originally
So that,
agreeing, but
Anthony,
yeah.
you're going to talk while we're doing this. That way we make sure that the AI follows you.
So I took and I put the top 5 places
In
and
envelopes.
I put them in envelopes here just to build the suspense up a little bit.
Bum, bum, bum.
So here, hold on, we'll place these out here.
What are the 5 while we're at it? Like just in general, just.
So these are the top 5 places.
Did you pick 5 specific places? Do you know
I
what
just
they are?
I picked, well, so there's a lot of really great places. Now there's a lot of shit going on in the world right now though.
Definitely.
So cuz like there's actually some of the countries on this list are actually war zones, and so
So we're not going to Poland or
Poland would be
Ukraine.
great, but
Ukraine.
Ukraine's a little questionable.
Ukraine made the top 5.
A lot of widows.
Ukraine is at the top of the list.
A lot of
It's
widows.
number 1.
To find a
It's-
mail order bride or
or just
That's
go and
Russia, I thought.
have a no. Well, Ukraine used to be part of the Soviet Union.
Would
Ukraine
we-
is.
let me just
that,
tell
like-
everybody, if you think that your wife is crazy here in the United States, I can only imagine what a mail order bride from Russia or Ukraine would bring you.
What's the Ukraine word
That's
for
like
Jody?
a whole new level of craziness.
So, so anyway, so I put the top 5 on the. They're in here, and so we put 1 through 5 on the wheel. So we're gonna spin it.
Who's gonna be
And
the
you know,
one
so
spinning?
think about this, right? Single guys, like, you know, you go out to a bar and it's like full of dudes, total sausage fest. That sucks, right?
Yeah.
But you go out to a bar and it's full of chicks and you're just there with a couple buddies, and that's awesome, right? So we're trying to emulate that by finding that in other parts of the world. Yeah. So
You love to see it. You love
That
to
aren't
see it.
cousins.
That
Like, we
aren't
don't wanna
cousins.
find cousins.
Iceland is not on this list.
Iceland's
So,
not on the list. How about Japan? Japan on this list?
Japan is not on this list.
Believe it or not, Japan is very stocked with women, but also men. There's
Stocked with women.
Stock.
Like they,
And
bring
robots.
them, like they bring them in on truckloads, maybe
Yeah.
Connexes.
Nuke
breed
him
'em.
again.
I don't know.
Nuke
No,
him
but
again.
in Japan, it's a lot more. It's the reason is a lot more couples are, let's say, women and men are not marrying and getting married and having kids in Japan. That's a
I
whole
feel
different-
like Japan was actually doing something where they were like paying a fucking
Yes.
Yeah, because they
They
have
are.
a declining birth rate.
yeah, the
Yeah,
birth.
so see, god damn it. All right.
Okay, so
Let's
anyway,
fucking spin
let's
this fucking wheel
Let's
and see
spin
what we
this
got
wheel.
going on.
What do you got,
So,
Anthony?
I don't know how to do the Van and White thing, so we're just.
Oh
so just-
Lord.
all right.
Hey,
so-
wait, hold on. Anthony, you're going to go with us?
I'll go with you.
Yeah. Okay.
Promise?
Yeah, as long as I get somebody to watch Lisa.
I'm also going to.
I swear to God, if you fucking fuck his dog,
If you
over,
fuck my
God-
dog again, I swear to God. Also, where'd she hide the robe? I've never seen her have a robe.
All right, we're spinning.
Oh god.
All right, Anthony, you got
Wherever it lands is where we're going.
If it's spinning. Oh.
It's 2.
Is it 2?
Yeah, it's 2.
It's kind of like right on
Suck
the.
it to that one.
It is on that.
We can do it again if it's that bad.
Let's do it again.
You want to do it again? All right.
Anthony, now when you spin it, I want you to say, I'm spinning the wheel.
I'm spinning the wheel.
Oh, it's
That's
5.
a
Landed on
blatant
5.
All right, that's a 5er.
Oh, God.
Not
Yeah,
Ukraine,
these
not
all
Here's
Ukraine.
the 5 envelope here.
Not Ukraine.
Jesus,
Not Ukraine.
help
Not
us.
Ukraine. Not Ukraine.
Swear to God, if it's one of the ones I'm
Ukraine,
thinking of.
Ukraine.
Remember, these
I'm
are
not going to a war zone. You guys can fuck.
Learn to shoot a
these
gun.
are
Evan.
these,
fuck,
these are these are places with high concentration of women.
Yes, they are.
Do they have camps in these places?
We are going to Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh my God, I'm okay with that.
What the fuck?
What?
That's the highest.
You're shitting
Yeah.
me.
We are going to Baltimore, Maryland. So
That's a high concentration of women. How many of them have jobs?
That's the
How
thing.
many of those? What's the percentage of women that have jobs in Baltimore,
I'm not bringing
Maryland?
crack with me.
Baltimore, Maryland has more women than men, and the ratio it's 107.2% women in Baltimore over men. So there's 1.19 million men. There's 1.161 million females. So that's a surplus of over 500,000 females.
Wait, hold on. No, that's
That
backwards.
sounds right. That's-
No, you just said you have 1.9 million men and 1.1 million women.
No, you heard me wrong. 1.19 million men, 1.61 million females.
Okay.
So,
So there's
and
an
with
extra 500,000 women out there just wandering around looking for a fucking Evan.
All right.
He's like, red light district. Let's
Yeah.
go.
We're
I
spinning
know
it
where
again.
I'm building the fucking. Yeah, let's spin that again. Can we
that
go
again.
somewhere else?
I'm happy.
All right. Let's see where we're going.
Oh, I'm down. Yes.
Cleveland.
What is it?
It's not Cleveland. It is
Let's
Ireland.
Top of the morning,
Land of Irish.
Hot redhead chicks who cuss and drink a lot.
That's
whiskey.
a lie. That's a lie.
Oh my God.
There's no hot redhead chicks.
It says
I
it.
promise you.
It says it
That's
right
all-
here.
That's all false.
There's a bunch of castles
news.
and shit.
Yeah,
Wait,
castles.
There's castles. I'll go with castles.
Wait, will the girls shit on me?
Probably. Fucking,
With haggis. They did a haggis dump.
Can I wear a MAGA hat?
There's
Probably not.
population in Ireland is 7.2 million people, and that includes Northern Ireland and which is part of the UK. So Dublin, in particular, has the largest population, 1.2 million people. There's 104 females per 100 males. So,
Oh, you're outnumbered 104 to 100.
so 100,000 surplus females in Dublin.
0.6% chance. 100. I have a chance for 1. Let's go.
There we go.
And also, if you're in Ireland and you gamble and stuff, or win some money at a scratch off, there's no taxes on it.
So real talk though, which side do I need to avoid the IRA? Like is that still a thing?
That's the north side.
That's
but-
the north. So we're not
yeah.
going north. Okay.
Yeah. No, we're going north.
We're going north.
Yeah, we're going all over.
Okay, cool.
And thank you for the
might-
fun fact on the lotto there, Evan. That's useful for none of us at this table.
I will use it.
All right, guys.
Have a good
Hey.
night, guys.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us. Like I said, make sure that you guys follow, like, share. Make sure that you guys do check out what we have coming up next. Like I said, we've got a lot of things going on, and I want to make sure that you guys have an opportunity to be a part of the show. So if you have some interest in joining, like Ed, and talking about being pooped on, for me to poop on. Does anybody know what that's from?
No.
Oh, really? I can't remember the fucking specific show either. But he's
Oh,
like,
that's why you're asking?
all I remember is like, for me to poop on. It's fucking funny. Anyhow, and if you haven't seen Anthony's dog, Lisa, she's adorable. She apparently likes to wear robes on the weekend.
Oh. We're having a
While
long
he's
talk
playing
when I
Halo.
get home. We're having a long talk.
But hey, for everybody that's out there, happy fucking Valentine's Day. I hope that it works out for you and the one that you are with and whoever that might be. Congratulations. And for those out there that are first time listening to the show, you made it this far. Congratulations. Please like and comment and make sure that you tell us you made it through the whole fucking show because I will be impressed. Anybody else got anything?
Nope.
Awesome. Good night, everybody.
Nothing off limits, we got something to say. Life and love, fitness and fire.